Hi, it's
Hello.
roleplay time. We're playing Brain Dead. The all flat you can read. It's right there. I didn't change the stream title. I better do that. So this is session 2, right? I can count. Yeah,
Yep.
session 2.
I think it's less about counting and more about remembering how many we've actually done before.
Yeah. So we discovered that. Hang on, we'll put up the character names, which I've only got on this scene apparently. So I'm Gravy McDuck. Anubis is Joni East. Lyric is Layla Holman, and Apple is Cletus Bojo. And we are in a small town. We're a bunch of people that went to school together. We've since parted ways, gone, started lives all over the place. But we're coming back for a school reunion. I went, and I'm the only one that stayed in the hometown. I went and picked everyone up in my van, which I call a tour bus, which is my company. Come back and find the town is pretty much deserted. And then slowly we discover people that just sort of roam around trying to attack people who don't really seem like people. So perhaps, maybe, might be zombies.
Oh no. Zombies here?
I do have to say one thing. Thank you very much for the recap, because I actually had completely forgotten that we were here for a reunion.
Yeah. Well, there goes my recap notes. I can just throw those
Oh,
away.
you've got a recap. Okay. We probably should have, worked this out before we started. You can recap.
Why don't we stop and stop streaming and restart, and we'll let Spidey do it
again.
Okay. All right. No, I won't.
You forgot about a very important detail, Boris.
Yep.
You went to the cell phone tower.
Oh yeah, I went to the cell phone tower. I hit it with a hammer. Decided no, it's not. It can't be fixed. And then
we didn't get in there, so. But I think we were talking about having to go back there because we figure that's probably where the epicenter of the zombie apocalypse is.
Yeah.
It was 5G the whole time. But so the actual timeline of the recap is: you came back to the town, you went to sleep, you woke up and realized that there wasn't too much actual activity going on in the town, but that didn't bother you, so you guys went on a tour. In the tour bus, you went up to the old mines. Well, you got about halfway there. Noticed some weird guy hanging out in the bushes, thought he might have been a wino. Came out, talked to him. He kept trying to grab Gravy and couldn't, because Gravy is a dodging expert.
He's slippery,
Gravy,
hence the name.
Yeah, covered in gravy all the time. Gravy then forcibly removed his bottom jaw with like an uppercut or something.
Yeah.
And then you guys tried to call the police, couldn't get a hold of your phones weren't working, so decided to go to the cell tower to get better reception. Got there and still didn't have any reception, so you decided the next course of action would be to go to the police station, which you did. It was also deserted. Well, deserted by the living people. Went in, found some aggressive police officers that looked like they were not really people. Fought, killed them. Broke into the evidence lockup, and then evidence lockup / armory, stole a bunch of police weaponry and armor, and then finders keepers.
Finders keepers.
And then we ended the last episode with you guys hearing a behind you, and what do you think you're doing? And you turned around, and they identified themselves as Agent Gibbons and Agent Beards, and flashed FBI badges. To which you replied that this man is the sheriff, pointing at Gravy. And then Gravy proceeded to go on a very lengthy, I would say explanation, but it didn't really explain anything as to why there was a bunch of dead cops and you guys wearing police uniforms and riot gear to federal agents.
Right.
And
The federal agents haven't responded yet, though, right? We cut
Correct.
right at that moment.
yeah. So yeah, that is where we left off. Yeah.
So I just read, and I probably should have read this in the last session, but I literally just read the little handout you gave me, Spidey, called Powers.
Oh,
Yeah.
powers?
Yeah, you.
So
it's your
I don't
powers of
know
motivational
if
speaking.
I don't know if Gravy needs to roll any kind of diplomacy or something like that after his great speech to convince the police officers. But if he does, I would like to bless him before he does so. with my prowess of motivational speaking. When I said, "Here's the sheriff," that was my blessing.
Cool.
So
memory
if you do
serves-
that, they just immediately go, "Oh yeah, we believe that guy. We're going to ignore the 3 minutes of utter bullshit we just
Oh,
heard."
so it costs me a thing called essence to do this. So I want to make sure that before I spend said essence, that you're actually going to have to roll for something.
Oh yeah. That was my
Okay.
first plan, to make him roll and then see how it goes. Because who knows? These FBI agents might be complete idiots. Because that's what the FBI is known for, probably.
Yeah,
Where do I keep track of my essence? Oh, here, essence pool.
On your main page. Yep. So basically, your
Yeah.
essence is like kind of like your willpower. So if that hits nothing, then you're.
Do I have to
basically-
remember what my max is or no?
I can always pull that back up.
Okay, well, I'll
if
put
we
it
need
in
it.
my powers sheet if I'm allowed to
Okay.
edit this. I don't know.
Yeah, you should be able
Whoop.
to. These
Okay.
character sheets on Roll20 are, I'm pretty sure, fan made. They're not great. They're not terrible. Like they're definitely a lot better than not having character sheets. But they're It'd be nice if it actually had the max and min. But anyway, so in that case, if Gravy would like to make me a stalling to remember what it's called, I believe. Okay, it's your choice. You can either go willpower or intelligence check. I'm gonna say this is gonna be difficult because that was insane. So if you make
You
a
get a
difficult
+1 to
willpower
this.
check, and he gets a +1.
Because I am so inspiring.
Yeah, so it's under.
It's on your main tab, and if you click the difficult instead of the actual just like name of it,
Difficult.
um, willpower or
confused.
intelligence.
Willpower or intelligence. Well,
It's
they're
your
both
choice.
the same for me, so I'm just going to go
Okay.
difficult willpower.
Cool. So it's a
I roll
5.
Oh, plus. Okay.
Yeah, I will roll something to see if they believe you. Oh no! So I actually rolled a 1. Like I'm not making.
This is gonna be so great.
I prepared for a lot of possible outcomes to this, and rolling a 1 on that actually wasn't one of the ones I prepared for. So, actually, wait, there's 2 of them. I have a chance. And okay,
Another one.
No, a 2 isn't going to help that either. So these guys, they seem to believe you. Like they're
I'm the
still kind of
sheriff.
curious about the other people in the group, and the fact that you're a sheriff in cargo pants and some
right gear on the
Well,
top,
we-
cargo on the bottom.
Yeah, well, he explained that. If I remember correctly, he explained why he was wearing shorts, right? Like it was because it was like his day off or something, and he
Yeah.
was pulled in, right? Like I think that's what you said. So you're in their civvies, and you got pulled in, and then you found all these imposters with our stuff on. So we had to
So-
take care of the situation.
Murder them all
It
and
does
then
make
go.
perfect sense.
Yep, right.
What
Gear
if,
now.
One of the imposters is in his underwear, because I think one of you are wearing a police uniform. It might have been
Yeah,
Yeah.
Apple or
right?
sorry, Cletus is
yeah,
wearing
I-
one, right?
Yeah, I grab a
And
full uniform.
Gravy, you're in the riot gear
with the sheriff's belt.
with the sheriff's badge too, right? Yeah, and the belt. Yeah.
Yeah, his badge is in his belt.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no,
Whoa.
sorry. There we go.
We're good.
I'm just trying to fix Spidey's audio's gone a little bit the same, so I'm
Has
just
it?
going to try a couple things.
Mm,
Just a
fine,
bit
yeah.
quiet, but still fine.
Okay, I can boost it up. It's not a big deal. Yeah. So Agent Gibbons is like, okay.
Convenient, obviously.
We thought everyone in the town was dead actually until we heard those gunshots.
Oh.
Dead?
And so we just well, missing. We're not sure kind of
We've
what's happening here.
Misplaced an entire town.
Yeah. So, have you guys tried to leave recently? Like, when did you guys get?
No.
Like, have you guys been in here the whole time? Like, when did you guys get here?
Whoa. Last night, I think.
Oh
Yeah, we-
shit, we're telling them the truth? Okay.
Oh,
Well, she is.
yeah.
Do we just dismiss that as a lie? Like, just no, what are you on about?
I live here. I live here. I've always been here. Woke up this morning, went to go get a donut, heard some rustling. Is that what we decided? Rustling in the police station. Went in and saw these guys all pretending to be police.
Right.
But are you here for a reason? Because they were a bit weird. They didn't seem like people.
Well, so we received reports recently about some suspicious activity happening in the town. We were not 100% sure what was going on, but we were called in to investigate, basically. So, but unfortunately, we've encountered some interesting individuals in town. We're not quite sure what is happening here, but we are trying to figure out what is going on. When we first came to town, there was 4 of us, and now there's only 2.
Oh.
We've been here for about a day and a half. Our 2 other partners were lost in a bit of an incident in the hotel where we were staying, kind of attacked at night by something that was a little less than human. So we're kind of trying to find trying to figure out what's going on here. And our colleagues had a briefcase that had a bunch of information on previous town history, because our reports showed that this isn't the first time something like this has happened here.
What?
So, so we are, but we need that briefcase, and unfortunately, we were kind of chased out of the hotel, and we no longer have access to it. Yeah, so I think we
What's
might
in the briefcase.
information.
This has happened here before?
Yes, our
I've been a police officer for a long time, and I've never seen that.
our documentation dates it back to November of 1991. So you guys, because you live in the town, you would know that is the year of the collapse, of the mine collapse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So maybe the FBI might know something more than what meets the eye.
How old are we? Were we alive when the collapse happened?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But you guys,
said
or if you were,
91?
you were pretty young.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 91. Well, I guess because you guys are at a high school.
Yeah, a
So you would've
reunion.
been-
Reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What year is it right now? I forget.
it's 2019.
Is it actually 2020?
No, it's 2019.
2019.
Yeah, it's 2019. The collapse in 91. So you guys,
We're at a high school reunion, so that means it's got to be 10 years after we graduated.
the reunion was for
Or
like
5.
high school itself's 50th anniversary.
Oh.
It wasn't for
Oh,
like your
okay.
graduating class. So
we're probably
I'd
about
imagine
5.
like, so maybe a couple like, yeah, no, I don't think you guys would be, because like just from my experience, like I was born in '93, and I've been at high school for 8-9 years, something like that. So
So
Whatever you say is the truth, Spidey.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I'd say like it happened like maybe like a year before you guys were born.
Okay.
All
We'll go
right.
with that.
we're,
And we're
We're,
all born
um,
on the same day.
Dun, dun, dun.
I look like I'm
In the
40.
mine.
Why today's the anniversary?
You look like you should have webbed feet, Boris, is what your character looks like.
And they would also bring up the fact that, like they seem pretty surprised that you guys are here, and they'd say basically like I'm surprised you guys like we sweep the town pretty good, and we didn't really come across anyone. And this town's locked down. Like I don't know if you guys have tried to leave recently, but you physically cannot leave. We call it the National Guard. There is a perimeter around this town. So because we
that's
are
probably for the
seriously
best.
concerned about what's happening here. We're not sure if it's like a biological attack or like our theories vary for why this has happened, but the sheriff knows why this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, he does. He was just telling us not that long ago that this all seemed to start up at the mine, right, Sheriff?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what he told us.
Yep. We visited the mine. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
No, I read about. No, I didn't. I saw. No, that's right. Joni visited the mine while we were doing all this. He's only just turned up. So he was away at the mine, and he saw someone out there too. So we reckon it started at the mine.
He's got more info, but you have to let us out for that. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say.
It's all the information ranted.
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of standing around talking, can I get everyone to make me a perception check? So you should have perception skill, but double check your skills and powers, because you might have something in there that will also kind of increase it. And if you do, just roll off of the one in skills and powers, not the one on your primary page. If that makes sense.
That will increase it. So
Yeah, like you might have something like perceptive or
I've got
observant.
okay, I've got intimidation. Can I just intimidate this?
Do we just roll?
Now you sound like my son.
Click the circle beside it in skills and powers.
What?
Should roll.
Oh, well, I did that wrong.
Is your son a
Oh.
local
What I've done.
tyrant, just like trying to intimidate people?
Got a 9.
Yeah.
Not bad. Ooh. So, both Yanni and Cletus, and it looks like Agent Beards, both kind of catch a noise coming from down the hallway. So you guys are in the police station right now still.
Yeah.
I don't know if we established that. But, so you guys are just outside of the evidence room. And yeah, you can kind of hear a noise coming from towards the entrance of the police station. Right away, Agent Beards draws his sidearm, and so does the other guy, who I can't remember his name of right now. Givens. So does Agent Givens.
All right.
He's
Well,
a
I see
red
them
jet. Who
get
gives a
their
shit?
gun out,
Yeah.
and I'll just scramble for my handgun, trying to act like
Yeah, I'm going to
them.
grab my gun.
I'm gonna try and act like I think a cop will act.
So Boris, remember
I'm
you
gonna-
have a riot shield as well. So in theory, you can use the riot shield and the handgun, but you wouldn't be able to use the shotgun and the riot shield. Because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to the sheriff and say, "Oh, it's just like O2 over again, isn't it, sheriff?"
Pipe down, Cletus. This is serious.
Sorry.
so they kind of
Yanni will like in the side of the of Gravy's ear, be like, "Good job. You guys are doing great. Keep it up."
so you guys like hear a noise. It's kind of coming closer, but like it doesn't sound like, because you guys are used to hearing these whatever they are like make a fair amount of noise because they're not very coordinated. But like this noise you're hearing is pretty subtle.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like maybe like loose floorboards, and like maybe it's the door at the end of the hallway kind of creeping open.
All right.
So right now you all are in like the evidence lockup. Both agents are in the hallway still. So what would you guys like to do?
Oh.
Yeah, like we just finished grabbing all of the stuff out of here, right?
Yep.
That's when they walked in.
Yeah,
So we're all
you're-
armed to the teeth.
Absolutely.
I guess I'll move out of the locker so that I can see the front door if we can. Or was that down a hall? I can't
It's down a
remember now.
hall. So it's down a hall.
I
through the
remember
middle of
that.
the-
So I'll
There's a
go
lot
through
of
the
doors.
15 doors
Yeah.
that's required to get to
Absolutely.
envision
But,
of the front door.
To get smart, like all the doors.
Oh,
I'm thinking of it
yeah.
more like Scooby
What
Doo
a
with like
great
people
movie.
running between the
Yeah.
doors. Slam, 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 slam.
So you
yeah.
kind of walk out in the hallway. So you can see there's like it's a straight shot, and then at the end of the hallway there is a set of double doors to the left. That one of them looks kind of ajar. You can see a little bit of sunlight coming in, and like there's a little bit of a figure backlit. But you're not really sure what's going on there.
I'm
What are the
gonna
rest of you guys doing?
Mm,
I'm gonna tell the agents to like you should go first. We're not sure what's going on here. I think you should go investigate that. We'll be right behind you. We'll cover you.
yeah, I'm gonna like stack up on the sheriff.
Meanwhile, I'm waving my gun around, like you doing hand gestures with my gun, and Cletus is ducking.
You're Homer Simpson just like eating donuts off your gun.
Donuts. Oh.
So they kind of nod to each other and start like walking down the hallway kind of quietly in like the half crouched like tactical stance basically, and like that kind of light or that like shadow you can kind of see like through the crack of the doorway like kind of disappears pretty quickly, and they like kind of still cautiously approach that doorway and like swing it open and open up into the lobby, and like they both do like the corner check, like bust through the doors like tactical entrance. And you hear Agent Beards yell clear. They don't think there's anything up there anymore.
Okay. Wait, they just don't think there's anything there now? Like,
Well, they shouted clear, as in the room is clear.
do we just shoot through the door to be safe?
Well, so it's like a
Standard
parallel, like,
procedure, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's standard
shoot
police
that
procedure.
guy
Just
and,
unload through the door and hope for the best.
like they kind of like they pick open the doors, like aggressively entered that room because like if you remember, it's a like when you guys came in through like a front door into like a lobby, and then from that lobby you went through a pair of double doors into the hallway. So they busted through the double doors into the lobby, and then they yelled clear, as if to say there is nothing in that room. And basically there's no other ways out of that room like besides outside. You guys
Okay. So we lock them in.
walk yourselves in.
Right, I'm definitely staying behind Gravy, who's got the giant shield, but I've got my
Okay.
handgun out, and I'm kind of like holding it over his shoulder, you know, like looking around.
I'm gonna turn to the sheriff. I'm still referring to you as the
Yep,
sheriff.
the sheriff. That's right, Sheriff Gravy. Hey, Sheriff Gravy.
I've got a way that maybe we could like pretend there's something in one of these rooms and be really impressive and like say that we've dealt with it and we cleared that room too to like, you know, have one over on them.
Should I go get one of the broken ones from the other room, and then we'll drag it in here?
There's a
Okay, I'll be right back.
there's an interrogation room. There is a storage closet. There's the sheriff's office, and then there are 3 cells in the back.
All right, so we're just gonna dump one in a storage closet.
Just like
I went back to where we killed the other ones, and like the one that's like missing its head, and I'm just gonna drag it into this
Yeah.
room.
Like Johnny English just like battling with the door, just pretending there's stuff going on the other side. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
You're trying to convince them that you're fighting something back there.
No, we're trying to convince them that we took care of one in this room.
Yeah, we
So if they come
Yeah.
in, we'll say, "Look, we got another one."
I'm
Which
gonna
one
like
did you ask? 'Cause
start
there's
making struggling noises.
There's one that doesn't have a belt, but he's in a police uniform. There's one that's in his
Yeah.
boxers with nothing around him, and then there's
Oh, yeah,
one
him,
in a police
him.
uniform that's missing a head.
Clearly
That's
a
what- that one,
crazy
the head
guy.
one,
He's
the
naked.
head one.
Yeah, but he's naked. The guy who's naked is
I'm
clearly
taking the one
threat.
with that head.
Fine.
The guy that's in a full police
That looks more impressive.
uniform. And then what's the plan? So you're dragging
Okay.
him-
Dragging it. I'm just
So-
dragging it into this room.
Okay, Okay, so you're gonna claim that you guys just killed us, even though.
Yeah, so just like we're just gonna like start screaming in the room, pretending that we're like oh, Sheriff, we got one! Don't take the sprite! Oh my God! Run! Oh!
The role play is amazing.
Oh. We got him.
I don't even know if we're gonna make a roll for that. That performance was really good.
I'm gonna peek my head through the double doors now and yell out to the agents. So we got one, we dealt with it. Do you want to come back and look? Did you know once I was trained by the Navy SEALs? That's why I was able to just punch this guy's head off. Cletus shot 3 times, but he missed every time. I punched this guy's head off because my.
You live in buttfuck nowhere, but have been trained by the Navy SEAls, and then have come back to this town to do. Oh wait, no, yeah, to be a sheriff. There,
Trained by a guy named Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
legally changed his name.
All of his marketing isn't false.
Is there like a towel or a cloth or something like that I can grab in this room? Something like a cloth or towel or something like that?
Got a towel?
Yeah, sorry, I missed that.
Yep,
a towel.
sure. Yep.
Okay, as soon as I hear Sheriff Gravy yell out, like open the door and yell out, "We got one!" I look back over my shoulder and I realize that there is like a blood drain line of the body I pulled in here, and so I grab a towel and I run to the door and I start like wiping it up to try and remove the trail
I'm
as
gonna
fast as I can.
stand in front of you and make myself like as wide as possible. And be like, oh, Sheriff, you did a blinding job in there. Like,
So-
holy shit.
So set the scene. Boris, you walk down to that doorway into the lobby, right?
I just
There
peek
you
my
go.
head through the door and yell out to them to come back and look up, that we've dealt with it, and tell them that I was trained by a Navy SEAL, and that that's why I was so good at this.
Yeah.
The animal, right? Not the human.
Yeah. A navy-colored seal.
Yeah.
A navy-colored seal. Yeah.
So, you like when you peek your head in, you can see like they're both kind of in shooting stances, and kind of like keeping like a wary eye at the front door. And so Gibbons turns around to like kind of acknowledge you, and when he does, something drops off the ceiling and lands on top of him.
Good distraction. You did a good job for the zombie.
And this is weird. So like you're used to seeing, like you get kind of a quick look at it, and it doesn't seem right. So like you're used to seeing just kind of people that are kind of gross looking, like something's not quite off, like they're staggering around like they've been drinking and like all this stuff. But this thing is like it's humanoid, but definitely not human.
Okay.
Its arms and legs seem to be like significantly longer than like people should be. Like it's almost like every joint in its body is just extended.
It's a Wendigo.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's still like it looks fleshy and gross and like necrotic, but every aspect of it, it's like someone took a person into like MS Paint and just like stretched them out.
It's the Fallout 76 glitch from
Yeah,
the
exactly.
yeah.
But like it looks like it was almost done by like, instead of it being like bone to joint to bone, like in its skeletal structure, it's like there's like flesh and sinew that like push the bones apart and is now like serving in joints. So like it's just uncomfortable looking completely.
Oh,
And like even like
God.
the jaw, like its spine is longer, like it's just stretched and kind of awful. And it
And I'm-
lands right on top of Gibbons because I don't like
I'm-
pronouncing his name.
The only person that sees this, right? Because I'm peeking
Yeah.
through the door. The rest are like mopping up blood, and
Yeah. And putting
I
on an awesome
assume-
performance.
it's Layla, right? I've forgotten
Yeah,
her name. Yeah,
yeah.
I assume Layla's just sort of standing there shaking her head.
Yeah, I'm sort of creeping behind everyone because I don't want to get involved.
So
But
we're doing
I'm
all
a
this,
little scared.
but I'm peeking through the door and I see that.
Oh God.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys
that'd be
hear- You
terrifying.
guys hear Gibbons start to like scream underneath this thing, and like a couple
Am I-
gunshots go off.
Am I able to lock the door? Does the door that I'm standing in front of have a lock? So what I
you
want to do
can
is just
certainly
sort of
try.
quietly shut it so it doesn't see me, and then just
Yeah,
lock
like
it.
you, one of you has a roll of keys.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
most
yeah.
would have a roll,
Who
like
was that?
a thing of key, like a link of keys, because there's
I
three.
have,
copies.
yeah, I have all of the keys. I think if I remember correctly.
You
Yeah,
have
I
like
think it was you, yeah.
but in theory, Gravy could have like another set.
No, I'm
'cause there
gonna
were-
like gesture at Joan. Come here and lock the door.
and like the whole time you can hear you can hear Beards shouting and shooting, and Gibbons is also shouting and possibly shooting. There's just a lot of loud violence happening in the front of it right now.
Mm.
And like Beard yells out like, "Sheriff, help!"
Meanwhile,
what?
he's trying to get the door locked.
So does anyone do anything other, like I'm attempting to lock the door? I need keys, which
And
I
so
don't
we
have.
can all hear that they're like
Yeah.
there's like gunshots
Yeah,
and
it's not
struggle
quiet.
and
A
yelling
man's
help.
being mauled by a
Yeah.
horrific monster, and his friend or partner shooting.
Should we help them? What?
I don't think so.
Maybe
They'll
there's-
probably like.
Another one of those like weird people out there.
Strength in numbers. As
That's
Rosie,
true.
did you see anything?
Layla. Yeah, I'll run straight out with my handgun. As soon as she says, "Should we help them?" He just like strength in numbers, and he runs straight out.
Oh,
Right.
isn't the door locked?
No, he
I
hasn't
need,
locked it yet because I have the
It
keys.
isn't locked it yet. Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need
okay.
to unlock it. To lock it, I
so-
mean.
So
So I,
Yanni, you kick open the door, and you
I'm
see
just-
like a pretty horrific scene.
okay. Well, I was just
And
stunned
then I
in
close
the
the door.
silence, so I've not told anyone. All I've done is gesture at it as it lock the door. That's all I've done.
Um,
Oh.
so yeah, like
Sorry.
Yanni, you see what I described to Boris, which is basically Agent Gibbons on the ground with this horrific thing on top of him, like trying to fight him and clawing at him and stuff. Agent Beard's like probably, I don't know, 5-10 feet away, just shooting wildly into the mass, potentially even shooting his partner, but he's just shooting at the thing because it is
Shooting at the thing on his partner, but he might
Yeah.
be hitting his partner.
potentially hitting his partner as well.
It sounds very thin, so it might just be going straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? So
So there's just one. There's just one of these things, right?
Yep.
That we can see.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
now.
All right.
Well, that you can see. You're the
I-
only one that's gone out of the room.
Yeah.
Right?
So I will.
Okay.
I will aim my pistol, and I will also shoot, hoping to hit the thin thing, but might hit the partner as well. But I figure if his partner is doing it, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
So on your combat page, you should have your 9mm pistol. Think I set it up properly, so you just click and go.
Well, so I forget. I think did you not say like? Do I just click the one for this? Because it's only a 1 for my rating is 1 on handgun, but my dex is 3. So do I add them together or do I
Well,
just get a 1?
So on your combat page, I think
Oh, on
I
my
already
combat
set
page.
it automatically. Yeah. So on your combat page, you should have a
Handgun.
9mm handgun. When you click it, it
Okay,
should
on
be-
my combat page, I have a handgun, and it says rating fire 2. Is that correct?
So,
Oh, skill
rate of
rating
fi-
for.
So rate of fire. So
multiplier.
basically, if you wanted to right now, you can make 2 shots, but you do so at a negative.
Oh. Oh well.
Or
So
you
I don't
can
think it
do-
knows I'm here yet. So I'll try and shoot it once. So I just click the button thing.
Sorry, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Charging and
I roll it.
shooting.
Roll
Yeah.
a 10.
Okay, so it is going to try to juke you a little bit here. If I can find a D10 real quick. There it is.
So Joni just
it
bust
does.
out the door and
Yeah.
charged.
I did.
Yeah.
So
I
as,
munchkin my way out.
as it's on top of blah blah blah. I gotta pull up that page again to see what is Gibbons. It kind of like it moves a little bit off to the side, and your shot goes a little wild. It does not hit Gibbons though. Or your
That's good.
shot doesn't hit Gibbons. It hits
Well,
him a couple
yeah.
times.
I don't know. Maybe I wanted to hit him, put him out of his misery.
You just like you gotta kind of poking out, like taking your time on that shot. I'll let you make a perception check to see his state if you like.
Okay.
If he's still kind of flailing around, he's still probably alive. That sounds pretty good. So you take a look, and it looks like it's still like a lot of the hits are hitting his Kevlar vest a little bit. So like he's bloody, like he's taking some hits, but he doesn't look like he's on death's door.
Okay.
So depending if you guys act quickly, you might be able to get him out of it. His partner is going to take a couple more shots because he's kind of panic firing right now. Misses and hits. He hits for a numbers of damage that you guys can't tell because that's not how this game works. So he hits it in like the shoulder. One of its arms kind of goes a little limp, but it's it's still punching with the other arm and biting at him. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm freaking out.
Especially as like medical doctors
It's a
here,
fair
he's like,
response.
that shouldn't know, like that no.
Yeah.
Like that goes against everything you're
Yeah,
taught
I'm
in
just a
medical
dentist. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I think I'm just standing in the doorway, just like holding
I'm
up the
gonna-
shield and gun up like this, just sort of staring at everything that's happening.
What do we do?
I'm
Do we
gonna
go
just
help?
charge at it with my shotgun at my hip, like hip firing it, running at it.
That definitely will hit both.
Well, we'll see. So roll combat shotgun 12 gauge, I think. And click the circle. There you go. Wow, 12, not bad. Let me roll a dodge, see if you hit or miss. That is a natural 10, so you do not hit. It
Damn
kind
it!
of like
With a
you kinda-
shotgun
yeah.
down the hallway.
You're trying to aim a little bit high and trying not to hit the
Oh, okay, yeah.
hit the agent on the ground, so it just kind of
Yeah.
drops flat on top of him because of how kind of gangly it is. The spray kind of just misses. Is that everyone going around? Yeah, everyone did something, unless Layla got something else you want to do besides panic.
I guess I'm gonna have a look. So I still don't know what's going on. So I'm
You're
gonna like
screaming and shooting.
go to the door and see what's happening.
You see that horrible scene of
Yeah. I guess
agent getting
I probably
involved.
would take a shot at it.
You actually have a 9mm, I believe.
Yeah. So do I just click the circle next to it?
Yep,
I think so. That's what I did.
Yep.
Oh my god.
that's a
Minimum
one.
to hit, but maximum damage. That sucks.
Yeah.
Unlucky. So you kind of walk out, and your hands are shaking, like you're not used to
Yeah,
seeing this
I'm
kind
like,
of thing.
I've never
So-
used a gun before. I'm just like,
Well, you have some skill in handguns, so you might have been to like maybe ranges or anything, but you haven't like hunted, on
Oh,
shooting
okay.
at something that potentially is living. Plus,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure dentists do have like the Hippocratic Oath too.
yeah, I have a
Um,
do no harm
yeah.
debuff.
You have a tap train stamp.
Do not harm a tooth.
Just above the live, laugh, love.
So you walk in and like I said, your hands are shaking. This thing's moving around like crazy, and you take a shot and you can see after you shoot, you see Agent Gibbons kind of jerk to one side, but he's still moving. Like
Mm.
Oh,
potentially was shot by you just now.
Oh no!
It's hard to tell with all the chaos, but
Yeah.
Awesome.
you might have taken a bullet. So kind of going around again, the thing's gonna keep attacking him.
maybe we should just take this opportunity to leave. Like, it's clearly occupied. You know?
It misses with the bite, misses with the claw, hits with the other claw. Actually, no, he wouldn't because he is down an arm now.
Yeah.
So like his one arm's kind of limp, so he doesn't actually hit him. He just kind of filling on top of Agent Gibbons, but doesn't seem to be getting through his, because like Gibbons is, he's tactically trained, so he's kind of like he's protecting himself to the best of his abilities while being mauled by a monster.
Bleeding out from being shot.
Such a bullet wound. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? Keep
What's
firing
the
away.
other agent doing?
Well, I guess yeah. The other agent is just gonna keep shooting. Like his partner's down. He's trying to get his partner up, so he's gonna fire a couple more shots off. Let's see the dodge. He doesn't dodge, so he gets shot again. And the second shot goes wide. Damage on the shot. I'm rolling physical dice. That's why you guys aren't seeing it. That's why I keep looking down. So he does a little bit more damage to it. You can see it kind of hits it in like the kind of chest area, and it kind of like it jerks and kind of looks up a little bit, but doesn't seem to be slowing it down. It's still mauling Agent Gibbons. So
just gonna still be standing in the
like-
doorway, not moving, just frozen.
You're just gonna stay in that room.
just
I'm
ready,
just
and it decides to
watch-
charge you. Shield
Watching
up.
all of it
gun
with
out.
eyes wide and just frozen.
Can I like walk up to it, like put my shotgun barrel to its head
Yeah,
and
you
pull
can
the
get
trigger?
forward. Yep.
I'm gonna do that then.
Make that attack. It's gonna have a lot less chance of dodging.
Okay, so just roll shotgun. Okay.
Oh yeah, that will definitely hit. So you walk up and you point the shotgun at its head. It tries to get out of the way, so it kind of takes a lot of the shot, kind of in like the collarbone, chest area, and you basically just blow off its other arm, like its arm
Oh
that
shit!
press is working. So you just full on just like right at the shoulder, like half of the
Yeah.
collarbone just blows out with the
Nice.
buckshot, and it's looking kind of rough now. But
Okay,
I
maybe
mean,
we should try and keep it, guys. If we take all of its limbs off, we could keep it like a weird twisted pet.
No.
What do
try to
you
get behind the tour van.
We could maybe call it something starting with C, maybe ending with muffin.
Oh! We could put like,
That's
like
never
a
gonna
trophy
die.
head, like on the front of your van. We could just like tie it down, like truckers do. You know? No? Okay.
With Mad Max personally, but
Yeah.
So I think Yanni seen what our intrepid Cletus has done. He's
Officer
gonna run
Cletus,
in at the
please.
same time. Officer Cletus, yes, he's gonna run in, and take his pistol and try and like hold it right up against what he thinks the head of this thing is, and just shoot it in the head.
okay, roll that pistol attack.
Pistol. Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Totally missed that one.
In fact, it was his foot, not his head.
I was too busy actually looking at Cletus while I tried to do it with the big grin on my face. And as I pull over and look at him, I actually my gun hand like moves. You know how like my body moves.
Yeah.
So as I pull the
Yeah.
trigger, my gun turns to the side, and I pull the trigger and I fire into the ground.
Yeah, it chips up like laminate flooring, like right at Cletus's feet. Like he gets sprayed with some like flooring because of Yanni's really bad discipline.
It's like, oh, whoa, that didn't work.
Oh dear.
What's Layla up to?
I think I'm more scared of you,
so are
Anubis, than
they-
this.
He does it with confidence, though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all that matters. It's not what you do; it's how you do it.
So are they like between me and the monster now? So if I like shot
Yeah.
from here, it'd be more difficult.
They kind of ran up. Like you can you have the movement to kind of basically stand right beside Officer Beards and get some shots off. from
Yeah,
over
like
by
I
him.
would like go around. Like I'm keeping my distance from this monster.
So yeah,
But like
go-
the
I'll
other two
go
idiots.
around so that they're not like between me and it, so that there's no chance of me
the only other
shooting them in
person
the
you can
butt or
shoot is
anything.
yeah, is the
And
same
I'll
guy
take
you've
another
already
shot.
shot one. Oh, hit that button.
Huh?
Oh no!
This is no. I've only rolled 9s so far.
Oh no!
I think my button might be broken.
So even if your dice roll was a 2, like you would have had a chance to hit it, but because you rolled because your actual roll was a 1, like it just automatically misses.
Yeah.
Hits
So
the officer again.
Oh no! Oh.
Or does he hit one of us? We're right
No.
there.
I'm actually gonna roll a what do I have kicking around here? I have a D4 that I'm gonna roll. So let's say do you want a 4 to be a complete miss, or do you want a 1 to be a complete miss?
Ritter.
Yes.
Alright, 4 will be a complete miss. A 3 will be the officer, or sorry, the I guess we can be the officer, Officer Apple, Officer Cletus. A 2 will be Yanni, and a 1 will be the same agent that you've previously put around into. It's a 4.
I need to
You're
stop
lucky.
helping.
So
I'm helping. Really, I am.
yeah, you just fully miss. It goes a little wide, but I will say it lands between the guy on the ground and both of you two that are standing there. So now the ground in front of Officer Cletus is like super chewed up because 2 rounds have been fired to the floor at his feet.
Alright.
Gravy, what are you doing?
Like,
That's sheriff to you.
I think I just sort of what's the word? Like I can't get words out. properly.
You're like stunned.
You're just
Yeah.
so frozen. Yeah.
But I'll just say I can't hit them. There's people in the way. I'll take like a step forward.
But like
That's
your voice
it.
breaks while saying it.
Yeah.
I can't hit them. So yeah, you can step forward. You're still behind both of them, but you can take a step forward. Like you're
Yeah.
not like unless you want to
I
step to
assume-
get clear.
I assume this is happening at like a fair way into the lobby. It's not like right in front of
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've
Like,
at least
it's-
taken a step into the lobby.
Okay. So yeah, you step in.
Yep.
Cool. So then we'll wrap back around to the top. Oh, excuse me. Hurt. So this thing now with no working arms will
One
try to
just
bite
flailing.
out at Cletus.
What the fuck?
Because you've been the only
You're
really
like
person
right
to
next
hurt
to
it.
it.
You shot
You're
it.
trying to
Yeah.
shoot it in the head.
Shotgun.
It's not personal though. Like,
Layla and I can't hit the broadside of a barn, so you're the only
Yeah.
threat.
So Cletus, if you can roll a dodge for me. So if you have the dodge
Okay.
skill, you can roll that. If not, then roll your dexterity.
do I have a dodge skill? That dex dodge. I do. I think. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yep. So then
Is
just,
that?
Yep.
Did I do that right? Okay.
yep. It still gets you.
No.
Um,
What?
Yeah, I rolled a 10. So,
Asshole.
yeah, that was just to be nice. So it is going to try. Well, it actually succeeded. So it's going to bite you. So that's all it has left.
Right?
So
We've got to kill Cletus.
I'm going to
No
roll.
arms.
He's been bit.
I'm going to roll some damage.
Wait.
You're standing
Yeah.
like,
I'm getting
right
bit
next to it.
already.
yeah.
Yep. Okay, so lucky for you, I rolled a 1. So that is only 2 point. Well, sorry, 2 time. Okay, so that's wait, math card processing. That is 4 points of damage. Not a whole lot.
Okay. How do I make that apply? that?
So you can either write it down somewhere, or you can
Okay.
lower your life points
Where's life points at?
on your main.
On your main
yeah.
sheet.
And you said 4 points, right?
Not a whole lot. You think probably because this thing has been fairly weakened.
So
I'm-
it just
I
like
missed that.
grazed
Sorry,
its
is it
teeth
4?
across your leg.
Yes, it is 4.
4. Okay. Yeah.
They're like regular people teeth, but his jaw's really big, and like kind of
Great.
distended. Like think the Mummy, the first Mummy movie, when he yells about the cat. Like that's what his like the level of his jaw distension is. So yeah, that happens, and then the other agent is going to, Agent Beards is going to shoot again. Hits and hit. Wait, I gotta roll dodge. Sorry. He definitely hits the first time and definitely hits the second time. So he's gonna put 2 more rounds into it. That is that damage, and that is that damage. So he kind of like he's still panicked, and he's just shooting wildly. So he's shot 4 bullets up to this point, and then he fires 2 more at this thing. You can see his. Oh no, never mind. He would have more rounds than that. Never mind. His gun does not lock open. But he just fired 2 more shots, and the second shot, or so the first shot hits it kind of in like basically in the ass, and then the second shot catches it right between the eyes, and it goes down on top of his partner, who is still kind of weakly thrashing underneath it. So it is apparently dead.
I hit it with my gun.
Apparently
I
dead?
clock it with my. I pistol whip it.
After it's
It's
dead.
dead.
Oh, you got him! Congrats!
So Agent Givens like kind of kicks it off of him. You can tell like it weighs a little bit, like it weighs a fair amount, because like it is really thin, but like you can tell it's thin with muscle, basically gross muscle, but muscle nonetheless. And he kind of pushes it off of him, and like pretty distressed. He's got like kind of some cuts on his forearms. He looks like he has a bite on his neck, and like his Kevlar vest is pretty beat up. But like he looks as good. As good as you can expect from having a friggin' monster drop off the roof and land on his back. And you guys are left with a pretty close looking corpse. What would you like to do?
I'm
Oh
gonna-
my
Look
god,
up.
what is that thing?
Is it dead? I'm
Yeah.
gonna yell out now. I'm
Can
gonna
we
take
just
charge
like
again.
put another shot in it to be safe? Like
That's why I pistol whipped it.
So you
always double tap.
you empty your round into its head, and its head blows up, making an even grosser mess. And like
Nice.
and Given like kicks it a couple times, and he looks at his partner, and he's like, "So that's what a stage 2 looks like." And they kind of nod at each other, and yeah.
Well, hold on. Do we play it off like we know what a stage 2 is?
I'm just gonna say, good job,
You should
agents.
see a stage 3.
Is that that's your first stage 2? Come on, guys. Like, get a grip. Seriously.
So
We could do that. See if there's more stages. Because they might be wary of telling us of more stages. So if we go like, really, that's the first stage 2 you've seen? We've seen a couple of stage 2s. Where are the stage 3s?
4s.
Like, yeah, where are they at? Like, in the clubs. Like, where are they partying? What's going on?
kind of exchange pointed glance at each other with like the neutral cop faces and don't really engage. Basically, Beards is like, well, that was unpleasant. We're
He's so calm. I've been shot. I've been mauled. Well, it's slightly unpleasant that. I didn't really enjoy it.
He must be British.
Yeah, it must be. Underplaying it.
They kind of like examined it a little bit, like kind of kicking at it and shit to kind of get a better look at, what's going on with it. But then they kind of snap out of it and they're basically just like, well, so obviously you guys can handle this.
Obviously.
We need some help. We need to get our files back from the hotel because I think there might be some important information in there regarding the best way to kind of deal with this issue. But we're probably not going to be able to do it ourselves. We were hoping to find some armament here. That's kind of why we came, but also because we heard gunshots. Yeah, we need some help. So if you guys can come along, we're basically deputizing you, but federally. You're federal deputies.
Wow.
That's how
Official.
Sheriff, federal deputy, what do you think?
Yeah, it's got to be
Hey,
sheriff
it's
has the last
agent.
word, I'm afraid.
Agent now.
Oh, right. Sheriff,
he's already
agent,
accepted.
deputy, sheriff. Wait.
the agent.
Firstly, I'd like to say thank you very much. Now that you're my inferiors, because you made me your superior, right? That's what's happening. Thank you very much for dealing with this problem. I'm sorry that I couldn't do much. I've got a bad knee.
Well, you
I'm
took care of the
sure-
one in the other room. That's why you didn't come out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came back to life. I heard. Like,
Yeah.
got back up.
I heard
On
all
the
the
record,
struggle.
it was a very, very good performance. I mean,
So-
combat-wise.
So I'm sure we can help with it. It's at the hotel, right?
No, wait. If we're gonna help these guys out, wait, no. If we're gonna help you guys out, you gotta tell us everything that you know about what's going on. Like, what is that thing? What's happening?
Yeah, of course we know. We haven't filled her in yet, so if you guys want to do that.
Bam, that's classified information. This is a matter of national security, and unfortunately, we cannot discuss these matters with civilians.
That's
Well,
what we
then,
said, but,
unfortunately,
you know.
we can't help you.
Yeah. She's right. We
Tit for tat.
can't. Though we
You help
know.
us? I mean,
we've
you
seen-
need to
We help
tell
you?
her.
Like, we've seen this monster. You can't. Like, you can't tell us that it doesn't exist or anything.
Yeah, sometimes I wish like the movies, you could pull a thingy-majigger that looks like a pen and zap you guys. You guys can forget, but we don't have that
What?
technology. As Gibbons is reaching into his pocket and pulling out some metallic-looking pen thing.
I'm gonna cock my
we put it away.
shotgun.
Yeah, but so they kind of again look at each other pointedly and kind of like it almost looks like they've been working together for a while and can kind of communicate without talking.
Mhm.
And Captain Gibbons steps up and he's like, okay. I don't know the best way to say it, so I'm just going to say it. We work for an organization that has ties to several different government agencies, including the FBI. We have members in the White House. We're a fairly thorough agency. And our job is to make sure that these things don't happen. And if they do happen, to clean up and keep the general public safe. Because if the general public knew about something like this, it would be the streets would be in chaos. Like this kind of stuff is stuff that like they just cannot know. So if you guys are going to, if you guys want to know what's happening with all of this, like you basically have to promise us that you're not going to spread it. And if you do, understand that our organization can make sure that it does not get far. We will figure out who leaked this information, and you will actually disappear. That's not a threat. That is how we operate. That is how we operate. That's standard operating procedure for our organization. Like this is pretty serious business.
I mean, we know now. We can just kill him.
No.
I think what he's saying is that there's more than them.
Yeah, but we could
these
become
two guys
them.
are the
Like, if we kill
organization.
them, that's the next level, right? We're cops right now. We become these agents if we kill them.
You become what you kill? That's a new rule.
Yeah, because we've already got the information, so we can blag our way that far, plus the suits. He's already shot. He's not got much left in him. We could just probably kick him and he'd die. Like... No? Nobody else on board? Okay. Fine, I won't kill them. Jeez.
Okay, honestly, I don't really care about your organization or, like, the big picture of all this or anything. I want to know what these things are, how to kill them, and what will happen to us if, like, Cletus got bitten by one.
I'm fine.
Okay, great.
I
Are
don't
you
think
going to
anything's
turn
gonna
into
happen
one?
from it. I'm not even sure I got bit as far as... You didn't... No, I didn't get bit. This is just a scratch. There's no bite here. It's fine.
Yeah, I saw that
Ignore
before he even came here. He had that.
Yep. Yeah. It just happened to be in the same place that they scratched. It's fine.
Like,
Oh,
I just want to go home. I just want to go back to being a dentist. I don't want all this.
Unfortunately, until we can clear up the situation, nothing and no one can leave this area. Like I said earlier, it is fully encased by the National Guard, and until the orders come down from basically us, until we send out the word to our superiors that that everything's been handled in this town, that everything's been mopped up and cleaned up properly, they will remain, and they will more or less shoot on sight. You get one warning, and then they open fire. So, unfortunately, we are your ticket out.
Huh.
Now I think they're gonna kill us anyway, right? Like as soon as this is all over, they don't want it to leak.
They're right there.
So hear me out again on the killing them theory. Like, no, I'm joking.
They're right there. They can hear you. You have to wait until we're not with them.
Just like saying it, turn around, but I'm doing this. They can't hear me if I'm doing this.
Are you sure? Because I'm getting a weird look from them.
Just like staring at us. Okay. Well, I guess we got to help them in the short term, and we'll kill them as soon as we can. Right?
Well,
Because we need to get out of here,
But
but they're going to
if-
kill us. There's almost certainly they're going to kill us.
But if we kill them, then how do we get out? They're the ones that have got to say, like, give the all clear.
Yeah, I guess so. But I okay, yeah. Well, we got to at least help them for now, right? Like, if nothing else.
Right. What if there's more? of
'Cause it
these
seems like-
things?
It's all the. I think you could be right. I think there might be a few more of these.
well, either we help them and they can help us, or
Yeah.
actually, are you guys coming too, or do we just have to go get this?
No, we're
thing
coming
from the-
too. We'll
Okay.
come.
Very
Like, it's,
kind.
It's well,
Oh.
like we need your help, not what's the word I was looking for? He kinda trails
Sending us
off.
on a mission.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're not
Sending
gonna
us in for
stand
death.
here in the police station and wait for you guys to come back. Like this is what we're
Gone.
here for.
This isn't a
Train
fetch
for it.
mission.
another. I've got another theory on how to kill some more of them. If we split them up, right? One of them's injured. Okay, so we go. Oh, we'll take you, and the other can stay here with whoever. Just kill him while he's by himself, and then like we're just down to one, and say, oh, zombies. You know.
They've got
At
guns now.
this point, I think Yanni kind of like backs away a little bit from Cletus, and he's like, he looks right at the two FBI agents, and he's like, not with him.
So,
Can I take a
I'm
closer
just I'm
look
being an
at,
asshole.
at the thing?
Oh yeah,
You should have some sort of medicine skill. I'm not
you're a
100%.
medical
I'm
professional.
gonna have a look at its teeth.
Oh yes.
No,
That is what you
I'll look at the whole
specialize.
thing.
Well, its teeth are kind of. Some of them are embedded in the floor. Some of them are in the walls.
Yeah, the,
and like
the
a
head is
pulpy mess.
gone.
'Cause
Oh right.
Is there one in Cletus's arm?
I was gonna say that as well.
Yeah. Can I also like look at Cletus's bite wound?
roll that whatever dental check. I think-
Dental.
check. Is it a first aid or what
You
is
could
it?
give him
Where do
advice on whether he needs dentures.
Where is this?
You do first aid, and then I'll give you a +5 to it for being a licensed doctor.
19.
That's 19 plus 5, so that's 24.
Wow.
So yeah, you take a look at his bite, and it in fact does have like a chipped tooth in it. And you know, teeth don't usually exist in arms, so that's weird.
Yeah.
So you pull that out, no problem. Kind of look at the wound. It doesn't like it's not showing any like immediate stages of like
Like infection.
necrosis
Or, yeah.
or infection or anything. It's not like there's a bunch of black veins running up and down his arm from the bite. But and like it doesn't look like it was that serious of a bite necessarily. But for the like he looks fine. You kind of do like a general once over of him too, and like he doesn't have a fever or anything.
Where
or, like, a
where is the
crave.
bite on him?
Arm, like on his forearm.
On his
Let's
forearm.
take it
All right,
off.
we've got to chop it off.
Just in case, let's take it off. Well, actually, I don't know if I want to lose my arm. Maybe I'm just going to put the shotgun in my mouth. I'm ready. I think I had a good couple of sessions. I'm good to go now.
Do I have like a medical bag or something? Like a... Oh, well,
Yeah,
it's
you
a
do
police
have,
station. Would they have stuff like that?
Yeah,
Doctor's
you can
bag,
look around
yeah.
for that.
Like a
But,
saw, you know.
Can I
for
clean and-
medications.
Yeah, can I clean
Yeah.
and dress his wound?
Yeah, so you clean up his wound a little bit. You give him some painkillers.
Cool.
And Cletus, you're actually feeling pretty good. I'm gonna roll over that first aid roll, and like you're not really feeling the physical effects of that bite anymore, so you can go back up 4 hit points.
Nice. Thank you very
yeah.
much for the heals.
So your arm is treated now. Like you're feeling pretty good. But yeah, like you're not.
So
You're
I don't
not
have to take my arm off.
you're not. Yeah, you don't feel like you're like infected, but something like that obviously wouldn't, like if you're
Yeah,
going
it
off
wouldn't
of
kick in
movies,
straight away.
that wouldn't show up like straight away. So
I haven't got the
You'll
infection
start feeling
field,
bad
guys.
when
It's all
we're
good.
locked in a really small room together.
Yeah.
your hand hasn't gone bad and they're trying to choke you.
Yeah. You guys, I think he's fine because I played a game once, and when you got infected, you knew it because your screen started to go like it had veins coming in from the side, and it would go
Right.
black.
Right.
Yeah, and if you don't
Okay.
see that, you're fine.
Oh, so I'll keep an eye out for that then. If I get veiny eyes,
And
then
then
I'll
you just
tell
need to
you.
pop a pill.
Yeah.
Just grab the
And
nearest
just drink
pill.
some honey. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I learn anything from the monster, from looking at the monster?
Yeah, I'll keep that first aid check rolling, and plus like you have a pretty high everything. So with that in this field, so you're looking at this thing. It's like I said, it's humanoid, but definitely not human like
Mm-hmm.
anymore. Like it looks like it basically like if there is a bunch of stuff that's there, and like the vertebrae look like human vertebrae. Like you
Yeah.
look at kind of some of the arms, like the
Human teeth?
skeletal structure is human, but the actual muscles and stuff are like different. Like they're
like
changed.
a
Like they're
morphed
stretched.
human.
Yeah, like I said, like it's almost like they have like almost like sinew and like tendons and stuff have stretched. Like all the joints are dislocated, but are being kind of held in place by like new like growth, basically. But
Gross.
overall, like it does look pretty gross. Like this thing, it didn't really bleed much when you're shooting it either. So like it's yeah, it's pretty peculiar.
Okay.
It's not great. Yeah, but besides that, like you can't really tell anything else. It's like super specific. Like it's not like, oh yeah, it's from it's like, you know, like I don't know. You don't really have too much more information. Like if you had a lab and stuff, you could just start doing some analysis on, you know, maybe some of the chemical
tissue and stuff,
compounds
yeah.
and stuff like that. But it's not of that. It's no longer human, but probably derived from a human. And it's definitely stronger, faster, more intelligent than the regular things you've been encountering.
Yeah.
Okay.
I called that a stage 2, so I guess we know what they do. They cling to ceilings and fall from the sky.
There's spider zombies.
Spider zombies. So we gotta look up, guys.
Yeah.
So, just to run over like a short list on what you guys like kind of have talked about doing but haven't done yet. So, Gravy's parents are in town.
Oh yeah.
None of your other parents are in town because vacation, and I think where's my notes? I wrote this down because I didn't make it up on the fly.
They're all
I don't
in
know what you're talking
Florida.
about. Yeah, two of them are in Florida. One of them
Yeah,
lives in
two
Florida,
of
the other one's in
our
vacation.
them are in Florida. One's traveling to Florida.
Yeah.
They'll have an apartment.
That's right. Yeah.
Cletus, your parents are in Florida.
Brilliant.
Aurelia's parents are on vacation in Florida, and Yanni's parents are in the state going on a cross-country tour, potentially to Florida as well. Which actually don't look
Party in
very
Florida.
bad, but yeah.
Yeah. Who
so
doesn't love
Gravy's
Florida?
in town. There's also, you guys talked about going to see old Billy, who was the guy you
Oh,
encountered
Billy, yeah.
the first night
Yeah.
on
Guy
the
from
road. What else? What else? What else? There's the mine. You guys talked about that a little bit. There's the general store. I feel like I'm missing something else that you guys
The
talked
cell tower.
about. Yeah, go back to the cell tower and break in.
We were gonna go to the store, the general store. I can't remember. Oh, the ammo place, gun shop,
Yeah,
something like
Yeah,
that.
general store slash like gun store.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we have enough guns yet, so that sounds good
Even
to
though
me.
you're all
Mine's
armed to the
broken.
teeth right now.
Keeps missing.
Well, what are the agents like chomping at the bit to go to the hotel, or will they let
little
us go other
antsy.
places?
But if you guys could potentially make a good case to go somewhere else, and they might go do something else in the meantime.
Okay.
So the reason they wanted to go to the hotel though was because the files
It's
there had information that would help us take care of the problem, right?
Yes, they
What
met
they said?
files that like from before, basically, like files from
Okay.
the last time that happened.
Okay.
So that is pretty important because that'll help us deal with them, right?
I
yeah.
guess so, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask the agents. I'm gonna tell them, agent to agent, that I know that there's another guy, Billy, in town. We saw him, so we know that there's at least one other alive person here. He might be useful to us. We might need another
More help.
person for our Maybe we should stop there on the way to the hotel.
So Billy, you would like he's still a little whiles outside of town, right? Like he doesn't live in the town core. Because remember you guys came in a back road and
Yeah.
you found him after he decided to try to drive home drunk back to his farm.
Right.
So like you guys wouldn't be like because you guys don't know where the perimeter is that they set up. So like because you're not sure if you made it in before the perimeter went up or maybe like I guess the logical thing is like if you guys do think back when you guys were coming into town, you came in the back roads because the highway was shut down. So you can probably connect the dots between the highway was shut down because they were starting to set up
perimeter,
this perimeter. So because you guys went the back way, you probably just beat the perimeter in. Like I said, like you're not 100% sure on where the perimeter is in relation to Old Billy's farm, but you guys can go and check that out if you.
Well, could we
like.
ask them like, hey, we know his farm is here. Is that inside or outside of the perimeter line?
They would pull out a map and kind of throw it on the desk that has some teeth in it, and put it in teeth and
Point out
blood.
the farm.
And they kind of
Or
smooth
sorry,
out the map.
Agent Sheriff Gravy, point out the farm.
So
Do
you
I know
pointed
where
out,
this farm
probably.
is? Yeah. If I know where it is, I'm
probably.
pointing at it.
I mean, yeah, you dropped him home.
Yeah, we did drop them home. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gravy though that we're talking about. No, you pointed out, and they kind of look at each other and they're like, "Well, we can't be 100% sure, but that's probably right around where it did go up. So there's a chance that it could be on the inside, but there's also a pretty high chance that like they might have, there's a very good possibility that the perimeter runs through his land, so he could be. I would guess that he's probably outside of the perimeter right now. Because even if he was close, they probably would have pulled him out.
Yeah. All right. Well, there goes that idea. How about folks, Gravy? Should we go get them first? Make sure they're good. His parents are still in town, agents. We should probably make sure his parents are okay before we go rushing into some hotel.
Yeah,
If
they
that's
probably
what
know
it
how to
takes
fight.
If that's what it takes to help you or to get you guys to come help us clear out the hotel, then yeah, we can wait. We might hit up the gun store and see if we can. What's the word I'm looking for?
Choir?
Acquire, acquiesce, something like that. Anyway, the fan-
Liberate.
Fire. Yeah, liberate. Some more firepower. So if you guys want to do that, we could. We'll grab some stuff for you guys too if it
Okay, good.
comes up. But you guys look pretty armed, but you might be able to.
Well, maybe
that
more
up.
Well,
bullets.
this
I don't know
the
how
site's
quickly
rough
we're going to go through
online.
them.
I need, barrels bent,
Yeah, we'll go through and pull some stuff from the store. Hopefully there isn't anything in there.
Maybe it's if they've got any more or less body armor stuff that Sheriff Agent's wearing.
I don't know if they'll have that full riot gear, but they might have some Kevlar vests and stuff. So we'll see what they got. We'll pull it all. See what we can
Any
throw
kind of
together, and
protection is
hopefully
good.
I'll survive this. Hmm?
Any kind of protection is good.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
look into that.
condoms and yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Said
Some
what I
of the
was
jackets.
thinking. I wasn't going to say it. But
Just full condom suits that they're wearing around in the apocalypse.
Yeah, body size. Yeah.
Yep. 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 So if you guys want to go to Cletus's family house, or sorry, Gravy's family house, the agents will start scrounging around, see if they can find anything. Which
I
I'll
haven't,
actually
I
roll
haven't
real quick
spoken
and
to
make a
them in
note
a
of.
couple of years. Maybe I
Lives
guess
in
I- I
the same
guess I
town
should-
with like
Yeah.
1,000
Yeah.
people,
I
and you
guess
haven't
I
talked to
should.
them in years.
No, I blank them.
Oh, jeez. Did you? What's the new word that they use these days? You canceled them. They've been canceled.
I guess I should go make sure that Papa Bovril and Mama Ranch are alive.
Jesus.
I'm not writing that down, so you're gonna have to remember that.
Oh, I love Ranch.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm imagining that Cletus has probably seen Gravy's parents more often in the last couple of years than Gravy has.
Oh, Mama Ranch.
Oh, no, Ranch.
he lives out of town, but whenever he needs laundry done, he comes in and does laundry at
Yeah.
Gravy's parents' house.
He's like one of those kids that's like a dictator to their own parents. He just comes in, goes washing, and then leaves.
But it's not even his
That's
own
it.
parents.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's parents.
They're just too nice to tell you to go away.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you. So how do you guys get there? You pile in the van.
I think
Yeah.
we pile back into the van, right?
Yeah,
Will
I
the
guess
agent
so.
see this? Because won't it look a little bit weird if we
Oh,
get in?
yeah.
We're gonna have to get in.
Get
Are
into
there
a tour
any-
bus.
Yeah, are there any like
Police car.
police cars easily like within
Accessible.
sight? Yeah.
See, you guys don't think so. Like you look around and don't see any. And if you remember, when Layla was looking at the tapes, the
Oh,
police
yeah.
alerted
Oh
the
yeah, they
cars,
drove up.
went up to the block and then walked.
Is there
back.
any spray paint or paint around?
If Gravy wants to roll a D100 for me, we can see if
Go
there's
ahead,
some in his van.
Gravy. Let's see.
Right,
Let's see
right.
if we can do up your van real quick.
He has a mechanic called Well Prepared, where sometimes he has stuff and sometimes he doesn't. 68, that's above average. Yeah, you got you had a couple cans of spray paint. Maybe not the right colors though. But you have like
I'm gonna start.
in like a
I'm gonna
yellow.
look at Cletus and say, keep an eye. Let me know if they're looking. And then while I get the thumbs up, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like spray paint the word police on the side of the van.
over top of his
and-
night decals,
Yeah.
great train decals.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So
Cletus, roll perception so you can
Okay.
see if
So
they're
you're
looking or not.
outside?
Yeah, you guys are outside now.
the,
Oh, they are. They're inside, but you
So
guys
we're
are
inside
There's
and
some-
they've snuck outside. Journey's just walked outside to do up the
Yeah.
van without my permission, by the way. He's just doing it.
Yeah, he opens up the back and finds the cans of spray paint in the back of your van. That'd be a perception. So yeah, I'll give it to you. You guys can stealthily spray paint over this very large
Hell yeah.
decal that says Gravy Train.
You know,
onto-
the good thing about this, right, is that we're not in Canada, we're in the States, so I don't have to actually spray paint it in English and French, so we're fine.
So what you do
Plus
is
work.
spray paint police on the side.
Yeah,
In what color?
and I spray paint. I don't know what colors I have, but I try and spray paint it so like it says police, and I don't know. I try and do my best to make it look like a police van with the paint I have.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay.
A regular one, not a difficult one, a regular one.
Why have we just become career criminals impersonating police officers now?
Oh no!
Oh, 8's not bad still, because you got to remember this is like a D10 system. But actually, is that on a multiplier? Yeah, it is. Okay, so you know you're not great. Like it definitely does appear to be spray painted, but you know it might have been like put together quickly for an emergency. Like it might have just
That's what it
been
was.
or
It was a
could be
meat wagon that
acquisition
we
of the police
needed.
department. So you guys like commandeered that vehicle and then decided to mark it as a police vehicle.
That's
So I'm
right.
gonna
What
say,
color of paint did we find? Out of curiosity.
Well, let's say because of that dexterity check, it was like a safety yellow.
Okay.
So, like-
Safety
Look,
yellow.
it was the meat wagon, so it's been used and abused. We just had to touch it up rather than sending it into the shop, right? Like we just done it ourselves.
So the FBI agents, everyone comes out, and the FBI agents kind of again look at each other very.
What happened to my
pointedly.
van? Sorry, not my van. That's normal. That's normal.
So this is me talking here, but like, police officers have personal vehicles, and you did make a case that you were not working today. And had to come in. But anyway,
No, this is better.
so they kind of look at each other and look at Gravy and are just like, oh, so some local hooligans decided to tag your van with police because you're a cop.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Like back on Anubis. And they kind of that's perfect. And they again just kind of they want to believe it at this point, so they're not thinking about it too hard. It's more something they want to believe. So they're living in denial. But anyway, so yeah, you guys can all pile in and start making your way to Gravy's parents' place. It is kind of like it's not like it's obviously into like kind of the more suburban area of the town, which is basically just right on the opposite side of the main street. So you guys drive out there. It is a single-story, 3-bedroom house with a nice covered porch. And you guys kind of pull up outside. What do you do?
I thought we were gonna get like a full, like analysis of the house. Then, like maybe a net value or anything else that we've
Well,
got.
I mean, property prices aren't super high right now in this area, but like they are a little bit on the rise now because of what the mayor was talking about with reopening up the mines, right? So like that kind of helped. There's like a little bit more movement in houses. Not so many houses are emptier now. But like the property values definitely aren't skyrocketing in this town in the middle of goddamn nowhere, Texas. So
Right. So Right Move aren't filming anything here anytime soon. Is what I was kind of.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Is there any movement? Is there anyone, like, have we seen anyone on the way? Does it look like there's anyone in the house from the outside?
So yeah, as you guys are driving on the street, make a perception check. There's not really anyone walking around in the streets. Like you don't really see any people around. Wow, crit on that perception, Blair's. Okay. So I'll see what everyone sees. Of course,
Perception.
That is everyone. Okay, cool. So both Cletus and Gravy specifically, you noticed that there's like a little bit of movement in the house, but like it seems kind of weird. Like it's not crazy. But like as you're driving as well, like you notice like a lot of these houses are like old, like they're built before the mines kind of dry, like before the accident in the mines. So like a lot of them are boarded up completely. Like there's clearly no one been living in them for a little while. Maybe a couple of them were like bought up by like Airbnb people basically to like list as places for people to stay nearby some major towns, because you guys are kind of like not super close, but like kind of close to a couple major towns. So that kind of thing. But for the most part, like the town is relatively empty. But like I said, like you guys didn't encounter anyone while driving over, but you do see some of like the curtains and stuff moving in the inside of the house.
Okay. Can I just grab a rock, throw it through the window?
Sure.
As I do it,
Like,
I
this is-
scream like
Gravy's
Mama
folks' house,
Ranch,
right?
As
Yeah.
yeah,
Mama
well,
Ranch,
she
yeah.
could be a zombie. Like we don't know. If I throw a thing through the window, then we'll find out because she'll come to the window and we can just Glacko right there. Like, just end your mother.
Oh,
I don't
So
think
if she's
I wanna
alive, you're
go
gonna
in.
shoot her. And if she's
No,
dead,
if she's a zombie.
oh, okay.
The plan is like attract her to the smashed noise.
right.
And see if a normal human comes running out saying, "Why did you break my
Yeah.
window?" Or a
Yeah,
weird gangly, "I want to eat your face" person
yeah,
comes out.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Or
know
nothing
if I want to go in
happens.
there. I don't want to know what's happening. I guess you guys can go in if you want.
Wait, are you staying on the bus?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the engine running.
Okay.
This is your parents' house.
But they might be zombies.
Yeah, don't you
That's
want to
true,
find
yeah.
out?
Oh well, I wasn't talking to them anyway, so at least this way I think they're alive.
Then why are we even here?
Because you talked me into it. All right, I'm gonna get out of the van. I'm gonna walk up the path. Is anyone following?
Wait, did we throw a rock?
Yeah, I want to throw a rock.
All right. Roll a dexterity for me.
Oh, okay. What is my dex? Ooh.
It's not the window isn't moving. It's not like you can dodge out of the way of the rock. And I'm sure Cletus has had some practice throwing rocks at like
yeah,
windows
old
and
people's
old-
homes.
yeah,
specifically,
exactly.
Yeah. I terrorize old people in my spare time.
So you throw a rock through a window. The window breaks. Kind of the glass
Yeah.
breaks
I'm
in.
gonna scream "Mama Ranch" as it happens as well.
These are like
And-
your second parents. They
Yeah.
you just throw a rock through their window.
There are heavy drawn curtains in the way of the window, right? On
Aw.
the inside. So you throw it in, it breaks
just
the
hits
window,
a
the curtain
curve.
kind of like lets light into the room a little bit, and the curtain kind of closes. And you guys wait, and you wait, and you wait, and nothing seems to be happening. The curtain might have shifted a little bit, might be the breeze, might have been something else, but nothing
Okay.
staggering out of the window.
So we got to go in then.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Do we want?
Something's wrong though, because
Yeah, nothing happened at all. That's not good.
I'm gonna bang on the door and yell out, "Mama Ranch." That's what
I'm gonna
I
just
call it to.
repeat it every time you say it. I'm gonna say it as well.
So you bang on the door, and you don't hear anything, and you wait, and you don't hear anything, and then you hear a bang from the other side of the door.
Oh. Uh oh.
Is there any
like
anything that I
it
can...
sounds like something ran into the hit the door, like
Kind
something.
of, yeah. Like
Okay.
like it's not like a gunshot from the other side of the door. Like you hear like a noise
Like a
on the
thump.
door, like a bump on the door, and the door kind of rattles a little bit.
Oh god. Like nothing else, just that.
Yep.
It's the
is that-
dog, probably. Your parents had a dog, right?
Yeah, cup of soup.
Cup of soup. I love that dog. What a lovely dog.
I thought that was your brother.
He always wanted a brother,
That's
and so he
bold.
had troubles telling the difference between a dog and a human.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just say, is that you, Mama Ranch, or Papa Bovril? Is that you?
There's no response from the other side of the door.
It must be the dog. If it's not growling or anything, it must be the dog, right? Like it's not zombie growl. Must be cup of soup, I imagine.
Must be-
Do you have any keys to Mama Ranch's ranch?
I don't think they locked the door.
Oh,
a
try
small
it.
town.
Yeah, it's
I don't
still down. Don't think they've ever locked
Just open the door.
Try it. It's probably just the dog. You'll be
Should
fine.
we walk around the back? See if Papa Bovril's on his.
do we-
He's usually on his rocking chair out on the back porch.
Well,
All right, well, let's walk around. Let's go to the
Okay.
windows.
Yeah. So
If
I want to
they're
walk around and
not
look
all
at any
blinded up.
side windows.
Okay, so you walk around the right side of the building. So you pass one window, we can't really see in. Past another, like you would know that outlet window leads into your living room, and the blinds are drawn. Can't really see in there. You walk a little bit more forward, you see another window that would lead into your old bedroom, and you kind of peer in, and there's like a little bit of crack in the curtains, and you can't really see too much movement.
Is that crack Papa Bravo just kind of mooning the world? Or is it...
Yeah, it's his butt crack.
Doing the plumbing.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Bedroom, looked in.
Sorry.
You completely derailed me. Yeah, you looked in. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So like right now it's probably, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon, just to kind of help put things in perspective, because you guys were out early in the morning. It's a little bit of a drive to the mine, and then you guys drove to the cell tower, which is further away from the town than the police station, and then you drove to the police station. So yeah, I'd say it's about 2 p.m. Anyway, so you continue down a little bit further, and there's another window that you try to look in, and it's like frosted. That's the bathroom. And then you kind of turn the corner of the back house, the back of the house, sorry. And there are more windows with curtains drawn. I go a little bit, so that's like the spare room. And then you go a little bit further down, look in the master bedroom that you kind of see into. There's not really a lot to be seen there. Like, it's not, again, you don't have like a clear vision in. You can kind of like move around and see through like a crack in the drapes. And like you can kind of see in that master bedroom, there isn't really too much going on in there. Then you continue around the outside of the house. You pass your back door, which is actually kind of more of a side door. And then you're basically back at the front of the house. You didn't really see
So
much.
all of the windows were like, we couldn't see in them really. They were all
Most of
drawn.
them- yeah, most of them were, and the ones you could see into, you can really see much, and what you saw was a whole lot. It was a whole lot of activity.
But there was a back door as well as the front door.
It's a side
so-
door, yeah.
Or side
It's on the
door,
left hand side of the house.
So and
Okay,
there's nothing on the back porch that I just made up. There's no. The
Correct.
rocking chair's empty. Okay.
Yep, chair's empty. Yeah, breeze blows by, and it kind of rocks in the breeze a little bit.
All right. Well, I think I am going to open the back door, but after the break.
Oh yeah, we should do a break. Good call.
Yeah.
What a transition.
Yeah, as Charlie and Mia turn up, we'll leave, but only for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
This is
So-
because of them.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back shortly, and to see whether my parents are alive.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a good feeling about this.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I do as well.
The dog
Yep.
is probably fine as well. Capo
Yeah.
soup.
Capo soup.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
The
Here we go,
endearing name was Capo soup.
That's the way we go into a break.
Yep.
Can we always have that? Just as like a segue? Capo soup.
Are we
And then
silent?
Break comes up.
We're
Hoi,
back.
hoi, hoi.
Ooh, look at us. We're great. So, Boris wanted me to do a quick recap. He made me do it. So basically, from the start of the last session, you guys are being confronted with FBI agents. You guys, through very smooth talking and very bad rolls on my part, managed to convince them that you have the town sheriff and I guess just an officer. You should have made him the deputy, but you didn't.
Oh yeah.
So you convinced him of that, and then during the process of the conversation, you guys heard a noise from outside. The FBI agents went to investigate, one of which got dropped on by a horrible monster with long limbs, long face, long everything. It was pretty gross. And actually, I need to open my door 1 second. Sorry. Bad timing.
So,
Welcome to our professional stream, everybody. Yeah.
so the monster dropped down. Everyone but me attempted to kill it. I was too scared. And then the agents gave us a mission, basically. That's where we're up to, Spidey. Said that they needed the documents from the hotel, which is what happened the last time, apparently.
Yeah, they alluded at that potentially, well, not potentially. This definitely happened before. Sorry, my dog is stamping all over the floor. He's a big boy. Anyway, they alluded that basically that the previous what the town kind of accepted as just like a catastrophe that happened in the mine was, the same kind of this event happening before, maybe, perhaps. They didn't really clarify. They just said, like, it happened before, and that they have a folder of documentation of basically that event. So there could be some clues and whatnot in there for how to get through this easier. You would think that these agents are pretty incompetent if they didn't go through their dossier, but anyway. And then you guys tabled that, well, you can kill them, you can kill the agents, and that kept coming up. I don't know who kept suggesting it, but one of you guys kept suggesting to murder the FBI agents that hinted that, well, not even hinted, told you that the only way you're getting out of here is with them.
With them. And he definitely didn't do it within earshot of the FBI.
Yeah, right in front of them. And then you basically said, well, Gravy's parents are in town, so we want to make sure that they're okay. And the FBI agents were like, okay, because we want to go through the gun store, or the general store / gun store, and see if we can find some tasted loots. They didn't say that, but some armament so they can help clear, or they can, clear out this hotel a little more effectively. And so you guys drove to Gravy's house. Cletus threw a rock through the window. You guys walked around, jiggled a bunch of, well, you didn't even jiggle doorknobs. You walked around once, looked through all the windows, didn't really see much, and then came in the side door.
Why?
And,
Why did you throw a rock through the window? I just don't understand it. You turn up to your second parents' house, basically, people that you're very close to, and then just immediately just chuck a rock through the window.
To see if they were humans or... Oh.
Yeah,
Apple,
I
you're
think
muted.
Apple.
You're muted, Apple.
Oh, sorry. There we go. I was eating. I was hoping to draw them in, and so that if they
Draw
weren't-
in your second parents?
Yeah, well, if they were zombies, they'd come to the door or the window because they'd hear it.
So you've decided they're dead already.
Yeah, if they didn't come, like the dog, but Capo Soup is in there, so we have to go in. So.
All right. Well,
Kaboom.
Did you say side? I was picturing a back door, but I guess you
it's
know
more
what
of
it
a
actually.
side door.
Okay. All right.
From
So we.
this random floor plan I pulled up on Google. I mean, what? I designed all these maps.
Yep. So
Yeah. So
I'm just opening the door as we went to break, so I'm gonna open the rest of it. And what do I
the
see?
front door?
No,
Side
the
door.
side door.
Side door, okay.
Yeah.
So you open up the side door, and it is the laundry room. So it's like a little kind of entryway. There's that mat on the ground where you can put your muddy boots. And there's the washer and the dryer in this room. It leads directly into the kitchen, so you like there's no door there. You can just kind of look in from the laundry room into the kitchen slash dining room. It's a standard kitchen. It has a stove, a double sink, and a oven, as most kitchens do. And that's actually, you can see the front. Well, if you kind of peek into the kitchen a little bit, you can actually see the front door. It's a very open concept heads. Whoever designed this is a great architect. It wasn't me. And you can see kind of a shadowy shape because like it is like 2 p.m. but like all the curtains are drawn and stuff, so it isn't super bright in here. But you can see something kind of moving around the front door slowly.
Shoot
Don't
it.
like
Is it the
this.
size of a cup of soup or the size of a
Mama Ranch.
Mama Ranch? Thank you.
It is the approximate size of a Mama Ranch.
Okay, let's not shoot it. Mama, can we just barrel in? It'll be like shouting, Mama Ranch!
You
Like,
can
like
do
going
whatever you
for a
want. It
hug.
sounds like that's what you just did.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm going in, just barreling in, hoping to, and just calling out Mama Ranch as I go.
So you just run in.
Yep,
Okay.
just run in straight after Mama Ranch. I'm sure she's fine, healthy. I just want to make sure, get in there as fast as possible.
You hit her with the rock. Maybe that's what you can talk, 'cause you hit her right in the throat.
Yeah,
Sucking rocks.
just maybe I did, yeah.
Just a rock guy. Well, actually, the window that you broke is in the dining room, which is adjacent to the the kitchen goes right into the dining room, and the dining room
Yeah.
windows are the ones is the one that you broke with the rock. So if you really wanted to, you could run up, grab that same rock, and then throw it at her,
Well,
just to make sure, because
me and
apparently that's what
Mama
you do with the
Ranch-
people you care about.
Me and Mama Ranch had this old thing that would go back and forth where I'd go to her house and then I'd just slug her
fetch
across the
with a
face.
rock?
No, I'd just, she'd greet me with like a cup of tea and I'd just hit her as hard as I fucking could. So that's what I'm gonna go do.
Like
Okay,
old times.
so-
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just barreling in, going looking for Mama Ranch. I don't want to hit an old lady unless she's not a zombie. Then I'm not against it. If she's
Well,
a
she's-
zombie, I'm gonna shoot her. But if
Oh,
she's not
okay.
a zombie, then I can hit
And
her.
you're just gonna hit
safely.
her.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Right.
So yeah, as you come running in yelling Mama Ranch, whatever the shape is at the door turns around
Yeah.
and lunges at you.
Oh no.
And
Zombie.
She's just going in for a kiss.
yeah, she's a very aggressive cheek kisser. And
Mama, no.
and
She's gonna do one of those things where she grabs your cheeks and
yeah, pinches your
yeah.
cheeks.
and then just starts ripping it.
Too hard. Through process of elimination, because she is wearing a nightgown, you would
Yep.
suspect that this is probably Mama Ranch.
It's Mama Ranch.
And she kind of moves weirdly at you and then lunges at you. It could
I'm
be
not
her
even gonna give it a second thought.
arthritis-ridden legs or knees, or it could be that she's a zombie.
So do I punch or do I shoot? Because those are my options here. She'd feel weird if I didn't just clock around the face and she was alive. So I don't
but
know.
second decision.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
So you've pushed past me and just gone straight for
Ran
her.
in for Mama Ranch. Yeah.
And then she
I consider
basically
your
met
mother
you
my mother.
halfway.
Right on the borderline.
I'm a bit
That's where I would
hesitant.
wait.
Yeah, so I've kind of called out Mama Ranch, but with a question mark. I'm not a very good actor. I'll just tell you the punctuation that's supposed to be in the sentence.
Mama Ranch?
Yeah.
So she tries to grab you, Cletus.
Okay.
So make a dodge for me.
What do you mean? You could be huggable.
Yeah, it could be a hug. Unless you're just accepting it. And you don't have to roll a dodge.
Is it Dex for dodge?
Yes, unless you have the dodge.
Oh, I
skill.
do. Yeah. I have a dodge. There it is.
That's not bad. I rolled a that plus a this. and you just kind of duck out of the way. She like comes in for like a
Okay.
big like bear hug, but as she gets closer, you realize that she's trying to like grab you around like your neck area instead
Okay.
of like your torso, and like you're like, that's not right.
Kiki bitch.
That was a weird hug.
And so you kind of, yeah, you kind of duck her, and she misses. So now what's everyone doing?
Your mama kinky. Jesus.
Well, I think it's kind of
I
up
think-
to Cletus here. I'm not gonna react again. I think I'm just going like I don't know what's
So
happening.
I'm imagining the progression of Mama Ranches now. So you like walk in the door and you go Mama Ranch, and then you go Mama Ranch, and now you're like Mama Ranch.
And then the
Degrees
next
of
one will be
ranch.
like a very worried one after she's gone for a lunge. And
Yeah.
then
Mama Ranch.
I love
And
this,
that can-
the facial expression.
Can this just be the whole
I
thing
like how
now?
Boris
I'll
has
just-
a voice actor now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just say what I'm doing, and Anubis can just act it out for me.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing?
So
No
I
idea.
assume, Cletus, you're going to have to use some force.
I'm done, aren't I, for this? Because I dodged.
Yeah, he dodged.
No, you can still act.
Oh, shotgun the bitch then.
Just straight to the shotgun.
Yeah.
That's called
Yeah.
escalation.
Yeah, well, Mama Ranch, don't be lunging for my neck, okay? Like, it's just...
So
Oh,
I've
okay.
taken a couple of steps towards the action, but by which time I assume you could make another action.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want to shoot the shotgun if you're making your way towards her. Then I'm just gonna aim it. I'm just gonna like be ready in case anything happens.
All right. What's Yanni and what names are hard.
Layla.
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 Yeah, what
I
are you
think
guys
I'm
doing?
just gonna stand outside, like out
Fair enough.
out the side door, because I don't really know Mama Ranch. I don't know Gravy's parents.
Oh, everyone knows Mama Ranch. Come on, like
She's the town's mama.
she's
Yeah, she's well known for
famous.
her salad dressing. Greek.
Ooh,
She's
Greek salad
literally the town's mother because most people are related. Here, so
Yep. She could have been mayor.
yeah. Instead, Gravy took that spot basically. Anyway.
Well, and I think Yanni is going to like is also like we're at Gravy's house, and Cletus and Gravy know Mama Ranch, but we don't. So he's gonna stay outside, and he's just waiting. You know, he hasn't heard a gunshot or anything like that.
No.
There hasn't been any screaming or yelling. So as far as he's concerned, it's like, oh, yeah, just let them go talk to Mama, and
Okay.
we'll wait out here.
I'm wary. Like I'm sort of
Crazy Pat. Oh,
looking
sorry.
in and stuff, but still just standing outside.
Crazy plan, Gravy. I don't know if the other two have met Mama Ranch. I know she's a bit dead, but if we just, she'll follow us. She wants to probably eat us. If you know, at least they could meet just before they die, maybe.
Okay, well, I'm a bit more distressed. This whole thing, I've not wanted to do it because I've feared the worst. So I'm a bit more distressed now.
Okay.
I think I'm kind of backing away towards the door, like just in a mixture of fear and sadness as the realization of what's happening. But I'm not
I
saying anything.
assume that's him agreeing with my plan, so I'm gonna like go with him.
I don't think I even registered your plan, but you can
Yeah.
take that as
Yeah, like because
You
you're
didn't hear
backing
no.
away. I'm just assuming that you've gone. Yeah, that's a good plan, and I'm like backing with you, like luring her like a dog.
So are you like still facing her? Or did you like
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
around
I'm
and leave?
facing her like, come on, Mama Ranch, and then like backing up towards the. Boris is like streaming with tears. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, so you back up and you're basically at the door now, so you're back like in the laundry room basically. And she's following you and she keeps trying to grab you a little bit, so
Yeah.
make a dodge for me.
Oh
Grab
no.
your hands.
You saucy woman. That's how I like. Boom. Oh.
Oh, just rolling pretty good on
Oh,
those
no.
dodges. She does not grab you again. So basically now she's like in the doorway between the kitchen and the laundry room, which is right by the side door that.
Okay, yeah. I'm like,
So
I'm
we can all see
slapping at
this
her
now?
hands, just like, keep them to yourself, Mama Ranch. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you guys can like if you guys are like kind of keeping an eye out and like looking into that room, you can see.
Well,
her.
we're at the door, so if we happen to look in the door, we would see
Yep,
this going
yep.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Do you guys need help in there?
How's Mama Ranch?
Come meet Mama Ranch. She's a bit worse for wear.
Oh.
How do you mean? Like the cops were worse for wear?
Yeah, she's
I mean,
dead.
like the imposter cops were worse for wear? Oh wait, they're not here. Okay.
What do you...
She might not be dead. We don't know that yet.
That's true. We could maybe try and cure her. Let's keep her.
Maybe
If we
You have
take
a
her
den-
arms,
maybe-
legs, and jaw off, if we take all those things off, then
Whoa,
she won't be able to attack
but they're gonna
us.
need those when we cure them.
Yeah, we just put them
So-
back on.
You can print new ones.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think so. Like a jaw just
Print
like
new
kinda
ones.
clicks back into place, right?
I see. Okay. Maybe those files that the FBI people have, though, maybe in there it says how to put them back.
Yeah, maybe we actually shouldn't kill Mama Ranch, just in case there's a way to fix her.
we give maybe Gravy. We find Mama Ranch, or no, I mean, we have Mama Ranch here, but maybe we find your dad too, Papa.
Papa Bovril.
Papa Buffalo. And we put them in their room, and we lock them in, and we keep them safe,
Well,
and we
we're
come
gonna-
back for them when we have the cure.
We've got to find him
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
We're
should we go
discussing
back in,
all
look
of
for him?
this in the couple of meters that we've
Yeah,
got
and
to
while
walk
we're
to the
having this
door.
really long conversation, I'm sure Mama Ranch just
Yep.
stood there watching
she's
us.
slow. She's shuffling.
Make another dodge. Katie.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I just realized we were having a pretty long conversation.
Yeah. I was definitely gonna do that. You dodge out of the way again. She's not very fast.
Hell
She
yeah.
reaches out for you with her arthritic hands.
She is.
So we're having this conversation while you're just like kind of like
Yeah, just
like you got your hand on her
I'm just,
head
like,
and she's doing
slapping
like
her, like,
the arm
stop it.
grabby thing, like nope.
Get out of here. Stop it.
And we've got to find Papa Bovril. He might be still fine in here.
Okay, I'm gonna like grab Mama Ranch and just kind of like shove her over to the left and go back into the house and
Okay.
like look for Papa Bovril.
Do you have brawling?
Is that under power and skill?
Yeah.
I do not.
Okay. Just make a strength check then. Not difficult
Okay.
because she's not.
Yeah, I'm
Very
the one
strong.
that's brawling. I'm the ex-footballer.
Yep.
Clicked. Oh,
Oh, and you
Well, there
crit
you
too.
go.
So you, with great,
get yeeted, Mama Ranch.
well, I was gonna say the opposite with great like finesse and.
Oh yeah,
with,
yeah.
like-
I'm not trying to hurt.
Yeah,
her.
exactly. You carefully, basically, you just pick her up by the waist and reposition her off to the side, and walk by. The whole
Yeah.
time she's like trying to get you, but you just keep. You're just like, no, get out of here. And you just do
Yeah.
it so quickly that she can't get you.
Yeah.
So she's actually at a position that, or a place that Gravy remembers a lot, and she's standing in her kitchen, kind of off to the side. You know, if it was a different time, she could have been cooking, but she's trying to eat you.
Is there like a pantry or anything?
Yeah, like it's a full kitchen.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if there's like a door, like something we can open up to shove her in.
Shove her in.
Close the
Oh.
Shove her in the fridge, keep her fresh.
door in the fridge. That's not what I meant.
We've got to stop her
I meant
turning
like
into
a little
stage
room.
Yeah.
Oh, like a little
Keep it
room.
fresh.
Let me
Yeah.
pull up this very well designed map that I designed.
If
but I
not,
didn't
then
design.
we have to move it to like a bedroom or something like that. But
So from where you guys are standing, you can see there is a closet by the front door. Like a cloak, like just like a coat room, basically, like a little coat closet. So you
okay,
might be
I'll
able to
run to the
get her
coat
in
room
there.
door and open it up, and it looks like there's enough room to shove a person in there.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll call out. It's like, Cletus, put her in here.
Okay, I'm gonna go and try and pick her up by the waist again and place her inside.
Okay, make a strength check.
Okay, strength.
Okay.
Oh!
Just rolled another crit. All right, so you once again pick her up, and this time you do like gently yeet her into the closet. But because of all the coats and stuff, you don't think it would hurt her. But you just like huck her across the room. She lands in the
like-
closet. Yanni just slams the closet door closed, and she's trapped in the closet.
All right. I'm gonna take
Cool,
the spray paint
perfect.
that I had from the job, the beautiful
no.
job I did.
I know where this is going.
I'm just gonna write like "Here be Mama Ranch."
Oh,
Be nice.
I thought you were gonna.
I thought you were gonna
write.
Don't,
Don't
dead open
dead
inside.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that too.
Don't dead open inside.
Yeah, that open inside. Yeah. Whatever we think is the best words for me to write is what I wrote.
Role played by committee.
All right, so you've neutralized Mama Ranch in the closet for now.
All
what
right,
would you
I'm
guys like
gonna
to do?
I'm gonna like run to all, I don't know, whatever the next room is. Whatever the nearest door is that doesn't have Mama Ranch behind it, and I'm gonna look behind all of them.
You opened up the closet door. So you run through your living room. There's not a whole lot going on in there. There's like a TV and shit, just standard old people living room. Maybe like not a DVD player, but probably a VHS player.
Oh,
And like
2019?
definitely like a table.
Betamax.
Yeah, yeah, and like a table, like radio, like a big ass kind of, like old school radio. You go down like kind of the central hallway of the house. You open up the first door, which is on your left, and it's a storage closet. It's got like standard like house stuff, like it's like the like toilet paper and stuff like that. And if this was 2020, you should take that toilet paper with you because it's worth as much as gold. You continue down the hallway, and then the next door on your right is your old bedroom. So you go in there, and you kind of got a bit of a look in here before, like when you're looking through the windows, but you get a better look. It's they kept it the way it was when you were a kid. So there's a bunch of like stuffed animals on the shelves. There's like a very crudely drawn like crayon drawing that's been put in a frame, and it's up on the wall. In the corner,
Body
it says-
pillow.
well, in the corner it says Gravy, age 22.
I was waiting for that.
Futurama. And then there's not really a whole lot. You open up your closet in here, and it's still got a lot of your old like kind of clothing, maybe your baby clothes. Like they're pretty sentimental people. Your spare clothes, that kind of stuff. So you go back out in the hallway. You open up the next door, which is the bathroom. It looks pretty standard. There's not like there doesn't look like there's any like trauma that happened here. You open up the next room, which is the other like it's like the spare room. It is a bedroom, but because they only had you, there like it was just kind of used as more of an office, a home office. You go in there, you kind of look around. Roll perception for me.
This is Cletus, or yeah, or no?
Gravy.
Oh
Yeah.
no, sorry, yeah, this is Gravy running around.
Okay. You notice that the closet in here, which you remember to have access to the crawl space under the house, the door is kind of the bottom of the door is essentially missing, like it's kind of broken and pushed like into the closet.
Well, I guess I should be examining that further.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Well, he's basically frantically running around the house, just opening and slamming doors.
I think I'd just be watching him do that, wondering what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
I'm gonna. Sorry.
No, you go.
I was just gonna get a chair and like shove it up against the door so that Mama Ranch couldn't make her way out by accident.
I'll move out of the way.
Yeah, easy enough. You're right by the dining room, basically. So you just pull one of the dining room chairs and jam it under the door. Keep it closed. So not Cletus, Gravy, you open up the closet door and you notice that the hatch that goes into the crawl space has been basically like blown open. It looks like it's been like busted up, and there's like pieces of it everywhere.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna continue this trail of clues. I'm gonna crawl in or walk in or however I get into it.
So it's like a kind of like a half basement, you know, like it's got like a couple steps down into like kind of like a room, but then it has like where the water heater is and like the furnace is down in there, but it's only like a I don't know, it's like a 5x5, like it's not a huge room, 8x8, I don't know, like math's hard. But so it's like a little small concrete box, and then there's like a line that runs off of it, which is your crawl space. And that door, or there isn't really a door there, but anything that was down here would have had to go down the crawl space.
Okay. So I'm just gonna
It's
go
dark.
straight.
Might be a.
It's also
crawl
dark.
space.
I should have mentioned that.
Oh.
You're underground now.
Okay, so I
Um,
can't see,
Well, you-
but I'll pull out
Right.
my phone and
Yeah.
use a torch and like just
Okay.
head straight in without telling anyone.
Okay.
Oh, I've
So you pull-
probably had to drop my shield at the door or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to fit down here
Yeah.
with the shield, really. You'd be bumping into the walls.
So
Get
I've dropped
yourself
everything.
wedged.
You drop the shield.
I've
Yeah, you
dropped
drop the
everything
shield
apart
like
from my handgun, which is still in my like the belt that I
Utility belt.
stole,
holster.
the holster.
Oh, cool. So like you basically before you went down into the hatch, because you wouldn't have been able to fit down in the hatch with the riot shield on, you just dropped a pile of gear like in the closet, and you climbed down. So you kind of look down into the crawl space. You pull out your phone and turn on the flashlight, and you can see like almost like scuff marks on the ground in there. So you I'm assuming you kind of followed them a little bit. And the crawl space essentially you go under there, you're underneath the house, and you see like another area, like you can see a bit of light coming through up ahead, and it looks like something probably like came in under the house basically. And you think that's kind of how whatever happened, like something came in or busted out, or maybe both. It's hard to tell. But like, so basically like, cause like your parents' house is like lifted up a little bit. So you have like that, almost like that lattice underneath, and something like blew through the lattice underneath the house. Like I guess it's more of a trailer than a house. Anyway, well, no, like it's like a house. I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically something came in from underneath the house, came in from the basement, like the kind of crawl spacey basement, and busted up
Ooh.
and maybe exited the same way. You're not sure.
It's like those mobile home things.
Yeah, kind of. I'm basing it off of a house that I looked at while
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, the ones like not a mobile home as in an RV, but like those mobile homes that like they move on
kind of
flatbed
set, yeah.
trailers.
They
Yeah.
bring
Yeah,
in,
to
And then they
um,
set down. Yeah.
and then kind of dig out underneath. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of a dead end investigation. Wise, you can go outside from here though if you want to and crawl through the same hole. But
I'm looking for snacks in the kitchen, by the way.
Thanks.
yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff like you open up the fridge and like there's not really a whole lot that's like gone bad because this is a pretty
Yeah,
like you guys have kind of
recent
figured
thing.
out that this happened recently.
Yeah.
Especially because
Johnny thinks this is a great idea. He's helping.
Yeah, so you start raiding the kitchen. You do find snacks. You find that obligatory bowl of caramel, like hard caramel candies.
Oh,
that every
yes.
kind of older people have. And
I'm looking for
They're
like
all
a
melted
just
together.
peanut butter jar.
oh yeah,
and a
that's for
spoon.
sure there. Something I do often actually. So you're just eating spoonfuls of peanut butter.
Just,
Well,
I'm spooning peanut butter into my mouth. Yep.
Yep. Actually, everyone except Gravy make a investigation check, or not investigation. Wow, I'm getting tired. I'm bleeding into D&D 5th edition,
Yeah.
which isn't even my game that I normally play. Anyway, Roll perception for me, please. Everyone except for Gravy.
Whoa!
No,
Oh, look at
Yanni,
you,
Graves.
Anubis.
It did a thing.
it's pretty good. So Yanni, you for sure you hear like scrabbling underneath the floor, like someone's like crawling around underneath the house right now. You're not quite sure what that is.
I think. Sorry, what was the name again? Papa what?
Bovril.
Bologna?
Bovril.
What?
Bovril.
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 Yeah.
Papa
It's a
Bovril.
drink.
I'd be like, oh, maybe Papa Bovril's underneath. Cletus, gotta go get him. Bring him out. We can put him in with Mama Ranch.
Oh, okay. Off I go, just trundling towards wherever the noise is coming from.
Well,
Well,
it's
it's like
underneath the
coming
house,
from
right?
like underneath where your feet
Well,
are
okay,
right now.
okay. So I'm gonna go outside and just peer under.
Look under. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm just gonna stick my head first, just peer straight under.
So you look under the house and all you see is Gravy crawling around underneath the house right now.
So they just investigated and found me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was really a shotgun the floor, but
Just shoot through.
I'm not going to say I was hoping for that to happen,
I was
but I
tempted.
definitely thought that might have been a possibility.
Yeah, it was. It was on my cards. Don't worry, I was thinking
well,
about
the only
it.
reason I didn't do that was because I'm like, Yanni just said that we were going to try and save the parents, right?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's like,
so
okay.
just start blasting. so,
Okay.
yeah, so
So
like,
I've
I'm assuming you come out
backed
from
up.
underneath the house.
Yeah, I've backed out. I'm gonna like grab the gear that I've left just before I entered. I'm gonna like put that back on as I walk back out
Cool.
to the main area.
Yep.
And then is there anywhere else to explore in the house, or is it
There
empty of Papa
is-
Bovrils?
There's the master bedroom, the master closet, and the master bathroom. So you go check those out, and you notice like it kind of looks like there's might have been a scuffle in here. Like there's kind of blankets thrown haphazardly. Your Papa Bovril's like hold out shotgun or whatever. What do they call that made for TV thing with like the shotgun like rest that's like goes underneath or between your two mattresses, so you can have like it was like a I can't remember. It was one of the stupidest products ever designed because you just end up shooting your people you care about in the middle of the night because they got up for water. So basically, it's like a gun rack that you actually like stick underneath. Like you stick two like prongs underneath. I'm going way too much into this, but you like basically. you
I've
stick it
never even
between-
heard of this thing. I don't
you
know. I
stick it
have no
underneath
idea
your
what you're
mattress,
talking
No
and
idea
like
what's-
it has like a hanger that hangs down where you can put a gun in case someone breaks into your house in the middle of the night, so you have one handy. But I don't think they sell anymore because of the reason that I just said, where people get surprised and they have a firearm close at hand when they're half asleep and instead of shooting people in the household. But anyway, that's missing. Like the gun, not the
Not the whole rack.
The apparatus.
yeah, not the apparatus that holds it. I
Right,
gotta
so
figure out
I'm-
what this is called now that I've
so
gone
I'm
off the deep end with
starting-
it, but
To think that there was a scuffle and he's escaped with the gun, but he also couldn't kill Mama Ranch. That's what I assume based on this evidence. I didn't
It
find
makes
anything else
sense.
in the other rooms.
Sheriff.
either,
Do you-
did I?
Do you share that information with the rest of us?
Well, is there anything else to look at, Spidey?
not really. Besides, like I said, the apparent scuffle, like the master bathroom is fine, and the master closet, there isn't
Okay.
too much in there. There is a gun safe, but you can't remember the combination for it.
I'll just shoot it. That's how they work.
Just punch it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
punch it.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
I think I've gone serious.
Oh, screwdriver! Go get your screwdriver.
No, he has it on him. Remember, he has
Your
those cargo
lockpick,
Yeah,
pants.
I've
right?
got it in my cargo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they're in his cargo pants. Screwdriver and a hammer.
Because a lockpick will work on a dial too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Normally I would, but these are strange circumstances. So I've just burst in, quickly looked around, noticed the scuffle, and then just burst back into the living room where everyone is, or the wherever everyone else is still gathered getting snacks.
Yeah, they're on
go
the
back in
kitchen.
there and say,
Kitchen. You walk,
Papa
you
Bovril.
see Yanni just like eating peanut butter.
And the spoonfuls, you can't even talk. It's like going down your mouth so much.
I'm gonna say, Papa Bovril's alive. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna walk past them straight out the door, and then I'm gonna look around the backyard.
Dramatic.
All right.
Is there anything in the
so-
backyard? That's what I'm looking for. now.
No, like it's it's just a plot of land and squared up. Like it's not even fenced because they don't really have to worry about putting up fences around here. But no, there's nothing out back there,
Okay.
nothing to note.
All right. Well, while I'm doing that, this is everyone's last chance to do anything else they want in the house because I'm headed straight back to
Well,
the gravy train.
your confidence in like him being alive and just storming out, I'm just following you.
Yeah, me too.
right
Yeah,
behind.
I'm gonna grab
I'm bringing the peanut butter with me though.
Yeah.
grabbing a packet of whatever and following.
You just empty the bowl of
Caramels.
caramel candies in
Yeah.
your pockets. Never know when you need those.
No,
yeah,
as
so
a
you
dentist,
guys-
I would hate caramels.
I guess yeah, you would.
Oh yeah.
You steal their toothpaste.
Start chewing
And the
it
floss.
right into your
And the
mouth.
floss.
Yeah, and
Squeezy
the floss.
cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Delicious. So you all load up into your police van.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And where are you going? What are you doing?
So I don't know where Papa Bovril would go, but I am maybe. I don't know. What does everyone think? My initial reaction was just to get straight in and go straight to the hotel, just to, I figure if I help them, I might help my
Papa.
yeah. But maybe we should
Yeah.
drive around the block. That might be what I
Yeah.
do first. Before I even
Quick
consult
look.
with
Do it quick.
anyone, I'm just gonna drive around the block.
Yeah.
Make a perception check for me. I guess everyone, if you're looking.
Oh, okay. So, just looking at Anubis's beautiful interior.
That's what the inside of his van looks like. He's got
Yeah.
big comfy chairs. This is for showing people the sights.
Oh wow. So you guys drive around the block quick. You don't really see too much, to be honest. Nothing really jumps out at you, literally or figuratively.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd say it's probably around, I don't know, 5 p.m. now. Well, I guess it wouldn't be that late. Maybe closer to 4. What time did I say it was before? 2?
2.
Yeah, I said 2, so it'd be closer to 3 actually. I doubt you would have spent more than an hour here. So you kind of drive around the block quick. Nothing really jumps out. And then, what are you going back to town?
Okay. Well, now is when I consult, and I'll say, I think we should go back to the hotel. That might be our best chance to help them if we get that information.
Okay.
Yep. No, I agree.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, hang on. We've got to
So you-
we've got to go to the general store first. and
Yeah,
pick
we've
up
got to
the-
meet
Yeah.
up with the
Yeah.
agents.
Oh yeah.
With the feds,
Yeah.
We don't just like go in, guns are blazing,
No.
kick the doors down.
do it
We don't
for
even
them,
know where it
and then come
is.
back and be
Yeah.
like, "Job done." Did your job for you. So yeah, you guys pull back into the main street of town, start driving down. There's not again, it's spooky quiet. Like I was saying in the last episode, like there's no it's not really any insect noises. There's not any armadillo noises. I still haven't looked up what the wildlife in Texas is like. I'm assuming they have some sort of jackalopes too, so there's no jackalopes running around. Yeah, it's creepy. There's no even birds. There's not even a lot of bird songs or anything. It's eerily absent of life.
They have
basically.
raccoons.
Yeah,
Perfect.
raccoons
Looked it up
and
for you.
deer.
Cool. You don't hear raccoon noises. and
You
deer
don't hear
noises.
that.
You
Especially
don't
in the
hear.
day. Especially in the day when raccoons are most active.
Yeah, yeah. Often. Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys, windows down, enjoying the drive, kind of, but not really, because you guys have witnessed some pretty horrible shit in the past, 8 hours. So you pull up to outside in front of the general store, and both federal agents are outside. Agent Gibbons has been patched up. He's bandaged and look like he's feeling a little bit better. Probably by the other agent. They maybe found some medical supplies in the general store, and they basically have a bunch of weapons with them, which I definitely wrote down, and I'm not just consulting a list right now about. So there are a couple crossbows. Like, they just kind of pulled a bunch of shit out of the store, and it's just like a big pile on the ground.
Nice. Yep.
Actually, on the hood of their nondescript GMC, whatever, like SUV that feds drive. So there's, like I said, 2 crossbows with a bunch of bolts. I'm not too worried about that, because keep track of ammo sounds like something people that think more than I do. There is a couple of rifles. Maybe a larger handgun if you want it, like a 44 Magnum. A little more punch. There are.
You lucky punk.
There's some. I'm just looking at the list right now. I mean, you guys are pretty well armed already. There's probably there's a couple more shotguns if everyone wants a shotgun, because I know there's only 3 in the police station. Yeah, so it's kind of whatever you guys want. I'll worry about putting on your character sheets later.
Okay, sounds like a lot. Yeah, a lot of good.
Basically, just name it, and it probably is there. Yeah.
I'll take the minigun, please.
I'm glad that we are in the zombie apocalypse in the United States, not in Canada. This would be a lot harder.
Hockey sticks.
Imagine if we were here, we'd be fighting with bloody spoons.
Hockey sticks, BB guns.
Yeah.
I mean, pucks hurt a lot.
We'll call all of the zombies hosers.
There you go, hoser.
Hey, hoser.
And then apologize for killing them. Anyway.
That's right.
So yeah.
I'll take a shotgun.
Cool.
I think I'm happy with what I've got. I've got a pistol and a shotgun.
Cool.
Same here.
Unless there's better ones.
I'll take
Yeah.
another pistol.
I'd like to swap my pistol because I'm convinced that it's broken.
Cool.
How about you take the friggin' Magnum then? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
44. Okay.
That'll do some damage to the floor.
Yeah. Nothing like a dentist packing a 44.
Yeah. Johnny, the 2 of us, I think, are the best ones to have the weapons.
The bigger, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they go through all that. You guys go through, kind of pick up some different stuff. There are some like civilian rifles if you guys are interested in something with a little less spray than the shotguns, but that's totally up to you. Like I said, there is like a couple bows, maybe a crossbow if you guys want to go quiet. That's also an option.
What kind of skill is that? Just a straight up dex?
Yeah, that be straight up dex. I don't think any of you are like trained in.
No.
Are there any like melee things?
Sure.
Because at the moment I've got a baton.
Yeah, let's scroll up to that. I mean, the list I wrote down and not the actual full weapons table in the rule book. Let's see. Great sword. I'm kidding.
I'd love to see him wield a great sword, though.
I mean, you could get like Mall Ninja shit here too. So I guess there might be like a sword, but you don't know how good quality. I mean,
Like,
if anyone asks, it's like perfect.
$20.
Yeah, exactly. And the second you hit something with it, it bends. But
It's a flail, but as soon as you start spinning it, it comes off in your direction.
Yeah.
And then just-
I think that what Yanni would be looking for, though, is the materials needed to make Molotov cocktails.
That's easy enough. Like this place, maybe I don't know if the general store would have
Gonna burn the town
all the
down.
booze. But
Cell phone's
there,
problem.
there is like a bar nearby too. You could always go in and get a bunch of,
For the booze, yes.
yeah, get a bunch
I
of
definitely
booze
want to
for
go to the bar to make Molotov cocktail.
Cool.
Okay. And I'd be
Oh.
looking for some like medical supplies.
Yeah, that's medical supplies are easy enough.
Sure.
You get a bunch of like, I don't know, like aspirin and some over-the-counter stuff. Yeah. What else we got
That's
here?
what you need in an
I mean-
emergency. Just an aspirin.
Yeah, just an aspirin. You'll be fine. You find like gauze and
Yeah,
suture
that's
kits
what
and
I was
stuff.
thinking of.
I'm trying to think what else might be in this place that would be cool melee weapon wise. I mean, I can. There's a baseball bat. You can always make a nailed bat if you want. Might do a little bit more damage than the club. I'll let you do that.
I don't know. Do
Make
we have time for that? I'd probably just grab the bait. Oh, I can't really carry a baseball bat around with a shotgun
And a police baton.
yeah. Maybe just the
uh,
baton and my deadly fists.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing you with the riot shield and just punching guys as they come, like not even like wielding a weapon, like just like blocking with the shield and punching them.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
you
too
kinda-
preoccupied to do anything. I'm just sort of sat there staring into the distance.
If we need it later, we can grab stuff.
Yeah, it's always here. If you guys think of something that jumps out, but I will just kind of dangle this because why not? As you're staring off into the distance, Gravy, you kind of catch out of the corner of your eye like that classic movie scene of like all the rest of the lights are off in the store except for one, and it's shining on this pedestal, and on the pedestal is a chainsaw.
That's a melee weapon.
Yeah, it is.
I guess that gives me an idea. I'm gonna I'm gonna just throw the riot shield in the general direction of someone else, whoever's closest.
Oh,
So whoever wants it. Who wants a riot shield? Because no one else has one, do they?
No.
no,
I'll
you're
take
the
it.
only one with one.
I'm just using a handgun, so I'll take it.
Okay, alright,
Okay.
I've just sort of thrown it down in Joni's direction.
Behind the shield.
And I've
He was
walked
using
over.
you before.
Hmm. And I've picked up this chainsaw and I've just walked straight back out the door. I've just thrown it on the passenger seat so no one can hop in the passenger seat with me. And I'm sat in the seat ready to go.
Okay.
But I assume we've got to talk to the agents.
Yeah. So the agents like kind of let you guys pick through, see all the shit you get. They also open up the back of their again nondescript SUV and pull out some Kevlar vests, which they'll hand out to all you guys.
Nice.
You guys are gearing up. So I mean, Boris, you have some riot gear, which is objectively better. For this kind of stuff, but the Kevlar vests obviously do the trick because it kept Agent Gibbons alive while being mauled by a stage 2.
Yep, it's all
So-
that happened.
I'll worry about that later. Hook you guys up with that stuff. So you guys are feeling pretty armed to the gills right now. Like I'm picturing kind of Hot Fuzz in the last act, like armed to the teeth, ready for
Actually,
full
with the
fire.
chainsaw, I was seeing Ash versus the Evil Dead more.
True.
so-
Yeah, that's very. You just gotta cut off your hand and replace it with the chainsaw. You'll be
Yeah,
good to go.
exactly. Boom!
Such
stick.
Such a great movie series. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I mean, you guys are geared up, ready to go. The agents kind of look at you guys, actually, kind of approvingly, because you guys are looking pretty good.
Probably
Um,
great.
Yeah.
Just sitting there with his fucking chainsaw.
Just hands
just
at
You're
turn
revving
two.
it.
just, yeah, in the van, just. And the agents kind of look at each other and just like, I don't know why you're in the van. The hotel's like 3 doors down. And they're like, oh, we're all kind of ready to go, so let's go do this. We were ambushed by it was a mixture of stage ones, and there was a couple stage 2s mixed in.
I thought you didn't see one yet.
We didn't really see them. We kind of assumed that was them. It was at night. It was pretty bad. We ended up having to run and hide. But we kind of made the assumption, but we didn't really get a good look at them. And we definitely didn't kill any of them because we just kind of up and left. We were kind of ambushed by a fair amount of them. So I'm glad that you guys are looking. At least you look competent. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, it's a different story whether we are or not.
Yeah. But we don't know exact numbers. Like I said, it was dark. We left quite abruptly. We ended up actually going out a window. We had a room together, and the other agents had a room together. And it was not pretty. They had the closest room to the door, and yeah, it wasn't great. So we'll see what state they're in. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I mean, there's no time like the present. I'd rather do this in the daylight and then in the dark, so we should get going.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So you guys all hop in the van, drive 10 feet, and then all hop out of the van in front of the hotel. The front doors of the hotel are bashed in, pretty rough looking. There's, you can see there's a bunch of like dirty boot marks and stuff going inside. You can hear a bit of noise coming from in there. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
What
Alright.
kind of noises are we hearing?
It sounds kind of similar to what was going on in the police station. Like there's a bunch of ruckus in what sounds like
Okay.
a couple of the rooms, like smashing stuff and moving around. There's also like not like there's noise, but it's not like aggressive noises. Like there's like you can hear stuff like maybe walking around. They might be footsteps. You're not 100% sure what those noises are, but
Okay.
there's some other
All right.
kind of nondescript noises. It's kind of loud.
I'm gonna ask the agents. Where in the hotel is this briefcase full of files?
So our rooms, like it's because like you look at the hotel and it's like a single floor.
Oh, okay.
It's not a big town, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's
hotel,
only
like it's
small.
not like they're known for the tourism.
Yeah.
So it's it's probably got 10 rooms in it at most. Just kind of straight line kind of thing. So like you'd know because you live in the town. The hotel has like has like a kind of like a mini bar that was in a bit of competition with the bar in town, but it ended up being like more of like a status thing, which bar you drank at, because the hotel bar was a little bit more expensive. Lost my train of thought. It's back. So there's like a reception. So there's the bar, there's the reception desk, and then there's basically a straight hallway that runs down behind, because I love doing hallways
Yeah.
that are really hard to describe what doors are which. But they say their room number was number 5, and their partners were across the hall in room 6.
Okay.
So the briefcase is in room 6.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to get to room 6.
So
I
that'd
don't
be, like,
imagine
in the
that's far.
middle-ish.
Doesn't sound far.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do we
well,
just unload?
what do the front doors look like?
So the
Oh,
front
there you go.
doors are beaten in, and then there's like there's the like bar bar and reception desk, and then there's like a set of doors like to the side of the reception desk that runs down like the corridor with all the like rooms.
What I want to do while they're discussing everything, I've just walked around. What I've pictured is they're standing just in front of the van, like everyone's gotten out. They're standing just looking at the front door, discussing what they're going to do. I've walked around to the passenger seat, grabbed the chainsaw, and I'm going to do my idea. So I've just I'm walking directly at the front door, attempting to start the chainsaw.
Nice,
And
nice.
I'm
I'll
going
follow
to.
behind closely with my shield up and my gun ready.
Because this is a hick town, I'm pretty sure this chainsaw would have gasoline in it, even if it was on the shelf.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That would be bad if.
Just an empty chainsaw.
So you try to start it up, and it doesn't go. You pull the thing again, and it doesn't go. And then you think to yourself, maybe it doesn't have any gas in it. And then you pull it a third time, and it starts up.
Okay. And while I was doing that, I've walked up to the front door and I'm going to forcibly enter. I don't know how. Either kick the door in or.
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw it, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
It might be metal.
Oh.
You jam the chainsaw up against the door, and it chainsaws it. But it doesn't really like it. It like bites into the door a little bit and starts taking some chips out of it. But like it's not like it doesn't just cut through the door. like you get it up against it, and like you're gonna be there for a little while if you're gonna just get through it with the chainsaw.
What I want people to picture is that I've gone from being a coward to like suddenly my father's in
Yeah.
peril. But
Yeah.
it's still obvious that the Navy SEAL training that I've had was probably from an actual SEAL. And
Yeah.
even though I'm showing the utmost confidence now, it's not really. It doesn't mean anything. It's all
Yeah,
pretty
so you-
incompetent.
You walk up like you own the place, and you start trying to chainsaw this door down, and like it's biting in, and you're starting to chainsaw it, and then like you're kind of making a bit of progress, and like you kind of pull the chainsaw out a little bit, and you look in the hole where the chainsaw is, and there's just like a hallway. And the hallway, there's a couple doors open on either side, and there's a bunch of numbers on the walls, but you're not really paying attention to the numbers and stuff, because in that hallway there's probably 10 people just standing around, and there's a bunch of noise coming from a couple of the other rooms kind of along that hallway. And as your chainsaw is just kind of idling, like, and you look in, you kind of shine your flashlight in, and you see that all the eyes are looking at the doors, at the doors that you're trying to chainsaw down, like at you in that hole. And that's where we're gonna leave it this week.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
And
It did all his decals,
Yeah.
stickers.
That's good.
All
I've been trying to keep up with the locations as we've
Yeah.
been going.
I know, it's been really
It's
good.
been really good.
I think I may have made a mistake by being noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look, like you basically you pull the chainsaw away and you just look in the hole and you see all of these.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I hope everybody watching it.
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah, that was a good one.
I'm
All
somehow
right.
exhausted from sitting here.
So, the end card's gonna have I guess next week's time,
Yeah.
which is the same
next
time.
week, 3 hours ago from now, if you're watching right now. Otherwise, you'll see the time in a minute.
Yep.
Brain dead place, same brain dead time.
Yep. Some clever outro.
I like that you started that without knowing where it was going.
I've had a day. Yeah, it's fine. We're good. My brain's not working
Yeah.
fully. I should maybe go to sleep. Yeah, brain dead almost. It's weird how it all comes full circle. And yeah, I think that's it. You guys, the audience, thank you for kicking around. When are we putting up the VODs for this? Because I've noticed that the first episode hasn't come up yet.
Oh,
Oh.
that's Armand's
Yeah.
in charge
They're
of that.
usually like a week after.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't
it's 3
sure
days
just
to
'cause-
a week. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Alright,
he's got
I'll bug him.
plans for this series. I don't know.
Okay, cool. I was just wondering in case we had like a hard date I could tell people, but I guess we don't. So, time to disappear. See
Okay.
everyone next week.
Bye.
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 Bye.